What is up, everyone? It is Sunday. I've got all kinds of things going on right now, but I can also play some football, and I'm pretty excited about this one. We're going to go from 1958, now that my 1958 week one is finished. We're going to go to 1965. We're just going to work our way up through the decades here as we get back to 1989, week four. And I'm doing laundry. I got my washer right there and my dryer over there, so I'll be doing laundry. You might hear that. I hope you don't, but you might hear that. And it's the middle of the afternoon. I'm going to put some basketball on my TV. And let's see. We'll go with this one. Oh, it's a close game, too. Nice. And we're going to play some football. So we're going to play a fun one here in 1965. We've got the Baltimore Colts, led by one Mr. Johnny Unitas, hosting the Minnesota Vikings, led by one Mr. Fran Tarkington. So that'll be a fun little quarterback battle. I'm looking at the teams for the two rosters for these teams. I know a lot of the Baltimore Colts. I might have said Ravens. I might have said Orioles a minute ago. I meant Colts, so we're going to stick with Colts just in case I said that. I know Mr. Raymond Berry, and I know Mr. Lenny Moore. I know Alan Sandusky. I know John Mackey. I know a lot of these guys. This is a good offense here, and they're a 43 on offense. That's pretty impressive. They got 3 A receivers in Jimmy Orr, John Mackey, and Raymond Berry. Lenny Moore's a B. I'm not sure why, but he's a B this year. They got 2 running backs that are 4s. Lenny Moore's a 4, and then Jerry Hill is a 3. He's a fullback 3. Tom Maddie is another running back that I know. He's a halfback 3. A lot of good players here. And again, they're a 43. They're a 43 on offense, and they're actually a 37 on defense. Defense is a little above average. Minnesota, on the other hand, I don't really know their players. They got 2 running backs that are 4s, Bill Brown and Tommy Mason. I don't know them. They have Super Dave Osborne, probably not the same one. But they're led by Fran Tarkington. Looking forward to that. But on defense, unfortunately for the Vikings, this is pre-Purple People Eaters. I know Carl Eller and I know Jim Marshall, but they're a 32 on defense, which means when they're on defense, they're a minus 11. I haven't used the minus 11 more than once or twice, and you'll notice, let's just look and see here. Are there any C's? Yeah, there's 1, 2. There's only 2 times, 31 and 32, that they're going to put somebody in a C. And on the passing side, with the Colts having 3 A receivers, you're not going to see C very often at all on the passing side. So this is going to be interesting. My washer just got really loud, and I apologize. It's the only time I can play, so I got to kind of do all this stuff at the same time here. The Vikings, on the other hand, they're a 40 and a 40 against on the pass, and a 41 when they're on the rush on offense, and the Colts are only a 37 on defense. So I can't find my minus 4 card. I said that before. So we're going to go minus 3 for the Colts when they're on defense. So both offenses have an advantage here, but the Colts just have a much bigger advantage. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll see how much of this thing we can play. We are going to kick. Oh, one last thing. The Vikings are pretty much 50-50. I'm sorry, are 60-40. Yeah, they're 60-40. They run a lot more than they pass. And the Colts are... So they're 53-47. So I'll play it as 55-45. So a lot of running in this game. A lot of running, even though we got 2 really good quarterbacks. We're going to go a lot of running. So I've already flipped the coin. Baltimore will kick off. Minnesota will receive. So let's go ahead and get started here. Kicking off for Baltimore is going to be, let's see, Lou Michaels. Get him over here. Lou Michaels is our kicker and our kickoff guy. So let's go ahead and do it. 54 for Michaels. We're going to start off with a penalty. That'll be a 36. And it's going to go 44 yards. Taken by 04. So it is a very short kick. But we also have a TL. So let's check the penalty first. 63. And that's an 18. And that's going to be offside on the kicking team. So we're going to check this. It's a 44-yard kickoff. That's not great. For the Vikings... 04 is the center. Yeah, that's the center. That's Mick. Oh, you know what? Let me check. Actually, the kickoff return. I think the kickoff coverage is different. Oh, no, it's the same. 04. Yeah, it's the center. Okay. So we're going to go with Mick Tinglehoff as your return guy for for the Vikings. And I know that name. I used to have football cards of Mick Tingelhoff. There he is. Oh, he's a center 5. He's a good player. So he's got some single digit numbers there in some good places. So let's roll. A 43. That's a 32. And we're gonna have a 1 yard return. Oh no, I'm sorry. A 32. Yeah, we're gonna have we have an F1. Holy cow! So Mick Tingelhoff fumbles. Guys, this is all right. So let's just recap here. We have a 44-yard kick. We have a 5-yard penalty against the kicking team, but because it was a short kick, I wanted to check the return. Tingelhoff fumbles. So let's see who gets the fumble. I mean, first play, right out of the gate. First play is a lot of complications here. So we got a 64. That's going to be a 5-yard return by Tingelhoff. And then he fumbles, and it's picked up by D11. And D11 is so much to remember. My old brain. D11 is who's kickoff return. It's the defensive is the kicking team. And so it's going to be D11. And what we're probably going to do here is take the penalty and make him kick again. But let's just check. D11 is our kickoff specialist. So that's our kicking team, D11. I don't know what a kickoff specialist means. But let's do this. Oh, man, it would have been... You know what? We're going to go a 5-yard penalty against the kicking team. My brain hurts right now. And we're only one play in. So we're going to go 5 yards. It's against the Colts. 5 yards and 15 seconds. And, and it's going to be an offsides. That should back him up to the 30. And we're going to make him re-kick. Did that work? Yeah. All right, so we're going to re-kick. Oh, okay. All right, so we're back to Lou Michaels again. 51. That's a 23. And it's a 48-yard kick taken by 09. All right, so that's much better. 48, and it's Lou Michaels. 09 is going to be Lance Renzel of the Vikings. Don't know this guy. He's a wide receiver, too. He's also our backup punt returner and our primary kick returner. 14. Oh, no. 14, we have a 34. We have an F6. Oh, no, wait. 34 is F1. So another F1. Oh, my goodness. 2 straight plays, 2 straight F1s. This one might be a little easier to deal with. Let's see. 61. And it's going to be a 10-yard return, and the kicking team will recover this. So it's 10 yards for Renzel, and the Colts will recover. It is D4. 61. Yeah, it's 10 yards, and it's D4. So let's check the kickoff coverage unit again. Oh, my God. Oh. It's our tracker. That's a funny way to put it. A tracker. D4. Tracker, reserve cornerback, free safety, or strong safety. So let's just go through let's find the first non-starting defensive back that I can find. So let's see. He's a starter. Oh, yeah, he's a starter. DeBots. So let's see. Stonebreaker, Lyles. He starts. Logan, strong safety. All right, here we go. Welch. Okay, Welch is not a starter. Harris. Okay, so this is Jim Welch is our first non-starting defensive back. So he's going to be the one that recovers the fumble. 64 is a 20. And he is going to fall on the ball right there for no gain. And ouch, my brain hurts. The Colts will take over after all of that. 2 kickoffs, 2 F1s, a penalty. They will take over. 1st and 10 on the Vikings 32. And that is where they'll start their drive. Okay. All right, we're off and running now. All right, so the Colts were 55-45. So they're at 55. So we're going to go 1 through 11 are your run plays, and 12 through 20 are your pass plays. And so we're going to start with a long pass. So Johnny Unitas, not wasting any time at all, is going to go deep. And my dryer is spinning like a top. And my guess is you can hear it. And I apologize if you can't. So 44 44 on your defense. That'll be an AD. 51 for your receiver. That's going to be Lenny Moore. He's a B. So we're going to stay at AD. And it's going to be Johnny Unitas looking for his halfback, Lenny Moore. A 21. That's a 17, and that'll be incomplete. So Unitas to Moore. Incomplete. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10. All right, a 6. That'll be an outside run. My washer is spinning so fast right now. They have a 66 on defense. That's good for a BD minus 11 card. It's a BD. Your running back is going to be Tony Lorick. He's a backup fullback, backup halfback, and he is an outside run guy. A 43. That's a 31, and we have 6 yards but a penalty. All right, let's check the penalty. Oh, an 11. That'll be on the defense. That's big. 31. That is unnecessary roughness. 15 yards from the gain and a 1st down. So Tony Lorick gets 6. And I haven't had a smooth play yet except for that incomplete long pass. 6. It's going to be a 15-second play because of the penalty. And then we're going to go 15 is going to be half the distance. So it's going to be a 13-yard penalty. It's going to be an automatic 1st down on the Vikings. And it was unnecessary roughness. Yep. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Colts at the 13-yard line. I think the Colts won this game big in real life. Oops. All right, I'm back. Took a little break there. I don't know if you guys could hear the washer, but it was driving me insane. So it's done, which is good. And we're only a few minutes in here, so that's good. If you fast forwarded to this part because you skipped, I'm with you on that. We had a couple of wacky kickoffs turned into a fumble for the Vikings, and the Colts recovered it. They had a penalty, a couple plays, and they're at 1st and goal, or 1st and 10 now on the Vikings 13. That's where we sit. So, all right, they are a 55-45 run team. So again, 1 through 11 is going to be run on either of the two 20-sided dice I use. So we're going to start off with a 17. That'll be a short pass. So Unitas is going to put it up. All right. 14 on your defense is an AG. Yikes. 41 is going to be Raymond Berry, and he's an A. So it's going to be AG on the short pass from Unitas to Berry. In real life, Baltimore won this game pretty big. I don't know what the score was. It was like 31-14, something like that. I kind of expect the same to happen here. 14 for Unitas is a 31, and we have an incomplete pass. We have another penalty. This is the 3rd penalty now in like 5 plays. 46. That's a 7. That's going to be holding on the offense, and that's going to send Baltimore back 10 yards. That's too bad. I've rolled 54 and 14 so many times. All right, 1st and 20 now, back on the 23 for Baltimore. We'll stay standard on 1st down. And we're going to get an inside run. All right, 13 on your defense. That's going to be a BS. 46, that'll be Tom Maddie. So we're going to go BS for Tom Maddie. I'm assuming it's Maddie, M-A-T-T-E. That's what I've heard in the past. M-A-T, Maddie. I don't know. We'll go with that. He's a halfback 3. He's also a backup quarterback. He's a quarterback 2. That's interesting. All right, 22. That's pretty good. That's a 16. And he's going to get 7 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 13 now. And we will go, let's go standard again. And we are going to get an inside run again. This time we have a 14. That's going to be an AD. And in case you missed me showing you this card earlier, this is the Vikings defensive card here, a -11. That is, I've never played with anything higher than -11 before. I think I played with it once or twice in the 58 game, or 58 card set. Look at this. There's only 2 C's at 31 and 32. We're going to be in the A and the B a lot in this game for Baltimore. And on passing, we're going to be in the A even more because they've got 3 receivers who are taking up more than 50% of the dice rolls that are A's. So this could be a pretty big offensive game for Baltimore, depending on what the dice allow me to do here. 64. 64 is that'll be Lorick again, or Lorick for the first time. Oh no, wait, he had the first carry, so that'll be Lorick, yeah. And he is going to go 14. What did I say that was? AD. So Lorick against a pass defense. So Minnesota's expecting the pass. They're going to run it up the middle. A 55. That's a 15, and Lorick's going to go for 12 more and make it 3rd and 1. So Lorick makes it 3rd and 1 on the 4-yard line. We're going to stay with a standard offense here. All passes are short passes. And we are going to get an outside run. So Baltimore turning to the run here. 36 on your defense is a BS. 43. 43 is going to be Lenny Moore. And he is, let's see. Yeah, he can run outside. All right, so Lenny Moore. In fact, I think he's only outside. Yeah. Okay, so Lenny Moore on the outside run. Another 54 against a BS. 54 for Lenny Moore is a 35. He's going to get 1 yard. That'll be the first down, but we have a penalty again at TE this time. A 61, and that is going to be... That's a delay of game on the offense, so they never got the playoff there. So we'll go, let's see, penalty. That's going to be Baltimore's 3rd penalty. Delay a game about the first 3 minutes of this thing. All right. 3rd and 6 now, back on the 9-yard line. So we'll go short pass heavy, and again, short pass is all I got. So 53 on your defense. That's a BS. 35 is going to be Raymond Berry. He's an A, so we're going to make this an AS. And we're going to go Unitas to Berry. Oh, my goodness. Well, there's no need in even looking at the board for this because an 11 for Unitas is a 1. So is 66. A 1 is a touchdown pretty much everywhere. So we verify that is a touchdown. So he is going to hit Raymond Berry for a 9-yard touchdown pass. They are going to capitalize on that turnover. And Baltimore's going to go up 6-0. 12:15 to go still in the first quarter. Bring out Sweet Lou Michaels to kick. Another penalty, 54. It's a 36. That's a good TM. Let's check the penalty. 32. That's going to be on the offense. That is going to be an illegal formation. We're going to back him up 5 yards again. Make him kick the extra point again. This time we'll use the 0 or the 1 to 10 field goal column. And it's going to be a 24-yard extra point for Lou Michaels. 42. 42 is an 18, and an 18 is good. Yeah. And it's going to be 7-0 Colts on a touchdown pass from Unitas to Raymond Berry. Probably something they heard a lot back in the 60s. Let's kick it off. 60. The dice rolls are amazing. It's either penalty or doubles. 66 for Lou Michaels is a 2. And he is going to kick that 1 yard deep into the end zone. And I'll roll to see if we return it. 1 through 11 will be a touchback. It is a 3, so it will be a touchback. And that would have been Alvin Haymond. Oh, he's not even on here. Oh, wrong team. Lance Renzel. There he is. And he's going to take the touchback. And the Vikings now start 1st and 10 on their own 20. And again, they are a 60-40 running versus pass. So the runs will be 1 through 6 and 7 through 12. And they are going to start with a short pass. All right. So Tarkington is going to air it out on the first play, or he's going to at least take a drop back and maybe air it out. 32 on your defense is a CG. And 42, that is Tom Hall, and he is a C. I don't know who he is. He must be a wide receiver, but he's a C, so we'll stay at CG. So Tarkington looking for Tom Hall. A 13, that's a 17, and that is going to be complete, but no gain on the play. Throws it to the line of scrimmage, and Hall pulls it in and just gets hit right there. Whoops, I totally did that wrong. Yes, pass. Tarkington to Hall is complete for 0 yards. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now for the Vikings. And let's go standard offense. And it's a 7. That'll be an outside run. Okay, 42. Again, they have 2 running backs. Both of them are 4s. And that's going to be Tommy Mason. He's a halfback 4. 56 on your defense is an AS. So Tommy Mason going to take the outside run. 22 for Mason. That's a 15. And he is going to go 24 yards before getting tackled in the back in the, what do you call it? The deep, where the defensive backs hang out, whatever that's called. So that's going to be Mason. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 44 now for the Vikings. And we are going to go short pass. All right, a 16 and a 25. A 25 is an AD. And a 16 is going to be Paul Flatley. So Paul Flatley is the starting wide receiver. He's an EB4, so he's a wide receiver 4. He's an A6 or 5. Yeah, 5. So he looks like a pretty good player. Again, I've never heard of him. Some of their players, man, Gordy Smith. I think I've heard of Gordy Smith. He's a tight end. And then their other starting receiver, it's Tom Hall. Okay, so he's an EB3. And he's a C2. I mean, when you have a C at your other starting receiver, your offensive options aren't that great. But this is going to be Paul Flatley, and he's an A. So we'll stay at AD. So Tarkington looking for Flatley. A 23 for Tarkington. That's a 28. He's going to get sacked. He's only going to lose a yard on the sack, but he is going to get taken down in the backfield by somebody on the Colts defense. Let's see who. And that's going to be Dennis Gabatz. It's a great name, by the way. Gabatz. Where's he at? There he is. Middle linebacker 3. W1 QS4. Went to LSU. And he's going to be 85 years old. Oh, look at that. I know somebody else with that birthday. There you go. All right. So Gabatz gets him for the sack. And that is a 30-second play. And it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. And we'll stay standard. And we're going to go medium pass this time. So Tarkington, getting a little impatient. Saw his counterpart there, Unitas, get a touchdown, and now he wants one. So 12 on your defense is a CG. 22, that's going to be back to Flatley. So we'll go BG here. We'll go Tarkington to Flatley. A 35, that'll be a 15. Oh, that's incomplete. A 15 at 35. Wow, his passing card is not great, actually. 35 is a 15. That is surprising. That's going to be incomplete. So Tarkington with the miss. And it'll be 3rd down and 11 now. We'll go medium pass heavy, and we will get a short pass. Okay, a 54. That'll be Hal Bledsoe. He's a C. 44 on your defense is an AD. We're going to make it a BD. We're looking for Tarkington to Hal Bledsoe. Whoa. And we get a 55. That's a 7. That'll be complete for 10 yards, and it's going to be 1 yard short of the first down. What to do here? Holy cow. I mean, you're at you cross the 50. Yeah, let's go for this. Let's run a big play. Let's bring out all the big guys, and we'll run the ball here. So we're going to go with a 16. That'll be an outside run. All right, 55, 24. So 55 is going to be, it's Tarkington. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's run a quarterback sneak then. Here's your quarterback sneak chart. Let's see. Here's your quarterback sneak chart. So, what do we got here? Tarkington. We rolled a 24 for the defense, and a 24 is going to be a BS. So we're just going to call it an S. We're going to use the S chart for this QB sneak. So let's see what Tarkington can do. A 65. Oh, it's a 25, and a 25 is no gain. Even on the custom quarterback sneak chart, 25 is zeros all the way across the board. And that is going to be a turnover on downs for the Vikings. So Tarkington tries to get it, unable to, and the Vikings are going to turn the ball over. And Baltimore. I keep saying Indianapolis. Or I keep saying Baltimore Ravens or Indianapolis Colts. Baltimore Colts. I forgot the moving van hasn't come yet in the middle of the night. All right, so back to Baltimore. And we'll go standard offense. And for them, 16 is going to be a short pass. Lots of sixes. 64. That'll be a BS. 63. And that'll be Willie Richardson. Willie Richardson is a wide receiver 2. He's a C1. So that BS just became a CS. So we'll go Unitas looking for Willie Richardson. A 36, that's a 16, and that is incomplete. So Unitas misses Willie Richardson. We'll make it second down and 10 at their own 47. We'll stay standard. And we'll go short pass again. All right. 43 on the defense. Yikes, that's an AG. And 35 is Raymond Berry. So Raymond Berry against an AG. Last time we did that, it was a touchdown. A 63, and that's a 30. And Unitas is going to scramble around, and he is not going to be able to get out of the grasp of the Vikings. He's going to get sacked. It's a 9-yard loss. Big play here. 35. 35 is, it's Jim Marshall. He of running the wrong way fame. But this time, he's going to make a great play. He'll get the sack. And that'll make it 3rd and 19 now. Back at the 38 for the Colts. And we'll go medium pass heavy. And we will get a short pass. 14, that's an AG. 34. 34, back to Raymond Berry. Holy cow, another target for him. So we're going to stay at AG, short pass. 34. 34 is a 35. That's a 10-yard completion, but we have a penalty. Let's check it. 65, that's a 21. And that is going to be offensive pass interference on the Colts. And you know what? They're going to decline. The Vikings are going to decline that. Give them the 10-yard completion. And make it 4th down. And it'll be 4th and 9 at their own 48. And they will bring out Tom Gilberg to do the punting. Gilbert, another 63. That's a 29. No, that's a 23. And that is a very poor punt. It is 33 yards taken by D10. So Gilbert for 33. Taken by D10. D10 is going to be Tommy Mason. Another halfback 4. Wow, they have 3. Oh, that's the same guy. Okay. So we got Tommy Mason card and a Tommy. That's the first time I noticed that. A Tommy Mason card and a Tommy Mason card. He's our punt returner. All right, a 15 for Mason is 22. And he's going to get 4 yards on the return. And Minnesota will start 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. Down 7-0. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Keep it going here. And it is oh man, Tarkington. You know what? Unitas has gone long. Tarkington hasn't gone long yet, so we'll do this one. All right, so he's going to go deep. He's going to run around behind the line of scrimmage. Try to get a pass off. 14, it's going to go to Flatley. Flatley's an A. 55 is an AD, so that's where we're going to stay, AD. We're going to go Tarkington to Flatley. A 56. Oh, it's a 24. And that pass is going to be intercepted. W71. So who gets it for the... Oh, let's roll for the interception first. 24. It's a 36-yard pass. Intercepting it for the Colts is going to be Steve Stonebreaker. So 36. So we'll go pass. Tarkington looking for his number 1 Flatley. 36 yards. It's going to be picked off. And it's going to be picked off at the 41-yard line for the Colts. And it's going to be Steve Stonebreaker. It's a great name. And he is a starting outside linebacker. There he is. He's a linebacker 3. He's also a tight end. No wonder you can catch it. Detroit Mercy. I've been to that college before. W1, QS2. 42 on the return is a 25. So he'll get nothing on the return. But the Colts will take over. Another turnover gives them the ball here. And we will go standard offense for the Colts. And I'm not going long again. There we go. 12. So 12 for the Colts. That'll be a short pass. 43 on the defense. That's an AG, I'm sure. Yep. 65. That is someone by the name of Butch Wilson. Boy, we're hitting all the good ones here. Butch Wilson. He's a backup tight end. He's a C1, ET2. Went to Alabama. I'm sure he's going to be happy with the results of the game that I just announced. Florida. Alabama was yesterday. All right, so we're going to go AG, Unitas to Butch Wilson. A 21 is a 17, and that is going to be complete. And Butch Wilson's going to get 2 yards on the reception. And that'll make it 2nd down and 8 now at the 43 for Baltimore. And we're going to stay with that short pass. 65, that's an AS. 36, back to Raymond Berry. So we're going to stay at AS. Unitas looking for his receiver there. 36, 16. That'll be complete for 3 yards. So Unitas to Berry. I got to try to find highlights of this game. All right, 3rd and 5 now on the 46. We'll stay short pass heavy this time. And we will get a short pass. 3rd straight passing play here. All right, we're going to get a 51. That's an AD. 46. That'll be Lenny Moore. He's a B. So we'll stay at AD. And Unitas is going to look for Lenny Moore. 51. 51's a 7. That'll be complete for 13 yards and a first down. So Unitas hits Lenny Moore for 13. And that's going to be a first down. The Colts get to the other side of the 50. Minnesota's 41-yard line. And I can't seem to roll a short pass or a run play here, but that's all right. Stay with that short pass. 16 is an AS. 51 this time is back to Lenny Moore. Lenny Moore's a B. It's so funny. There's 36 dice rolls. You look at the Colts' top 4 guys, they have 30 of the 36 dice rolls. No, 51. So that would be 24. 25 of the 36 dice rolls. And the 3 of them are A's, and then Lenny Moore's a B. So there's going to be a lot of completed passes, I think, for Unitas. So 52 is Lenny Moore. He's a B. 16's an AS, so we'll stay at AS. We'll go Unitas to Lenny Moore. A 24. That's a 17, and that's complete, but no gain. So Unitas hits Lenny Moore for no gain, and it's going to be second down and 10. Stay standard. We're going to get an inside run. There's your running play. 65 on the defense. 42 is going to be Tom. It's going to be Lenny Moore. So Lenny Moore going to take the run here. He's an outside run guy. Yeah, I'm going to flip to outside run. And 65 is an AS. So we'll stay there. So it's going to be Lenny Moore on the outside run, taking the pitch. A 55, that's a 7. And that's good for 10 yards, and that's another first down. And right now, they're not able to stop the Colts. They got that one sack that really helped out. But other than that, Colts are doing everything they want to do here on offense. First and 10 now, down to the 31. We're going to go short pass. Oh, no, we're at the 31, so we're still using this board. $51 on your defense is an AD. 64, that'll be Willie Richardson again. He's a C, so we'll make it BD. So we're going to go Unitas to Willie Richardson. A 26, another 17. This one's going to be incomplete, though. So Unitas is going to miss Richardson. And it's going to be second down and 10 now, back at the 30. The Vikings 31. 15, we're staying with this short pass. 13, 45. So 45 is going to be Lenny Moore. He's a B. 13's a BS, and that's where we'll stay. 55, that's going to be a 5. And that is going to be 13 yards, and Lenny Moore's going to get pushed out of bounds. God, this had to be a fun offense to watch. First and 10 now on the 18. Oh, let's see. Standard offense here. I still have medium pass. And it's going to be an outside run. So 14, that'll be Jerry Hill. No relation. That's his first carry of the game, and he's their number 1 back. 35 in your defense is a BS. So Jerry Hill. Ooh, a 32. Ugh. A 25. That is no gain. That'll make it second. They've had a lot of second and 10s on this drive. And 4:15 to go now in the first quarter. We kind of settled down a little bit here with the team actually getting a drive. And we're going to go back to the pass. All right, 44. That'll be back to Lenny Moore now. It was all Raymond Berry. Now it's all Lenny Moore. He's a B. 21 is an AS. We're going to go Unitas to Moore. Oh, an 11. And you know what that is? That's a 1. And Unitas hits him for 18 yards, and that is a touchdown. So that's going to make it 13-0. 4 minutes to go. 44 on your extra point is going to be a 5. That'll be good. And the Colts go up 14-0 over the Vikings. And let's kick it off. 36 for Michaels is a 23. 23 is 51.09. Not a great kick. And it's going to be taken by Renzel again. Lance Renzel. Oh, a 23. Come on now. That's a 31. And we have a rare play 14. We have an RP 14. All right. What do we got here? There it is. Rare play 14. Let's see what we got. An 8. Returner receives kick near sideline. Unintentionally steps out of bounds immediately at the spot he received the kick. So that is no gain on the return. And he is going to step out of bounds at the 14. And that's where Minnesota starts their drive. 1st and 10 back at their 14. And let's go standard for Minnesota. We got 3:45 left in this quarter. And it's going to be a 9. A 9 is going to be an outside run. $56. Tarkington. He's going to take it, and he's an outside run guy. Okay. 51. 51 on the defense is an AG. So Tarkington's going to take a little quarterback sweep here. A 26. It's a 21. And he will pick up 2 yards on the run. Yeah, Tarkington ran the ball a lot this season. That's why I included him with the running backs. I normally don't do that. But if a quarterback runs the ball 40, 50, 60 times, I doubt he's scrambling that much. So I include them with the running backs. Let's go standard again. And we're going to get an inside run this time. All right, a 13. That'll be Billy Brown. And 42 is going to be a CS. So Bill Brown, the fullback, is going to take this carry. A 22 for Brown. That is a 6. Oh, that is a 15. And that is a 12-yard gain, and that'll be a first down for the Vikings. So Bill Brown gets 12. And that'll make it 1st and 10 on the 28 for Minnesota. Okay. Oh, no, I'm not going long. I already did that. I don't want to do that. We'll wait till the second half to do that again. 12 will be a short. No, 12 is an outside run. There's 60-40, right? Yes, that's an outside run. 52. Are we back to Tarkington? No, we're at Phil King. And who is Phil King? There he is. He is a fullback, halfback 3. 62. 62 is an AS. Like, take a look at Phil King real quick here. He's just your simple 3. Nothing special about him here. He's a fullback and a halfback. He's also a third-string kick returner, and he went to Vanderbilt. And there you go. All right. So Phil King against an AS. A 64. That's a 17. And he's going to get 9. The Vikings suddenly running the ball a little bit here. 2:15 to go, first quarter. And we've got a 6. That'll be an inside run. All right, 53, 62. So 62 is an AS. And 53 will back to Phil King against an AS. All right, King. A 56 this time. That's a 24. He'll get 2. That'll make it 1st and 10. Wait, was that? Oh, yeah, it was 2nd and 1, wasn't it? So that's a first down. Okay, 1st and 10 now on the 39 for Minnesota. And And stick with that standard offense. We're gonna go medium pass now. Let's see if did they run the ball a whole bunch of times to try to set up the pass. Let's see. 55. 36 is a BS. 55 is Billy Ray Barnes. So Billy Ray Barnes. I think in the last one I had a Billy Ray. Or if it was actually it might have been the same Billy Ray. Hang on. Philadelphia, I think. 1958 Philadelphia. This is the game I played last was with them. And they got Billy Ray Barnes. Is it the same one? Oh, he's a halfback. Is it a different one? Where's he at? Billy Ray Barnes. He's a wide receiver. Is he here? Oh, there he is. It's the same one. Oh, yeah. Interesting. So, look at this. This is the 1958 Philadelphia Billy Ray Barnes, where he's a halfback, fullback 3. And we've got the 1965, same one. You can see the date of birth and the colleges are the same. He's a halfback 2 now. So he's kind of on his way down here. So I've got Billy Ray Barnes in 2 straight games. Nice. I'll have to see who he's playing for in 1972. Probably no one. All right. Okay, so that was Billy Ray Barnes. He's our receiver. He's a C. 36 was a BS. We'll make it a CS. We're going to go Tarkington looking for Billy Ray Barnes. It's a 64. That's a 17. And that is incomplete. All right. 2nd down and 10 now on the 39 for Minnesota. 1. We're going to go inside run. All right. 53. 53 back to Phil King. Let's do this. Let's move you there. Let's put you there and you there. Back to Phil King. 11 on the defense. That's a BG. Phil King up the middle. A 14. And it's a 14. And it's a 4-yard gain. Ooh, that's a scary fumble number. But in this case, it's a 4-yard gain. And it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Vikes. Back on the 43. Minute to go in this quarter. All right, a 16. That'll be a short pass. A 15. That's going to be Flatley. He's an A. 22 on the defense is a BD. Let's make it an AD. And it's going to be Tarkington looking for his number 1 receiver. A 21. He's going to miss him again. That's an 18. That is incomplete. They're going to have to punt. Minnesota struggling on offense here. 4th and 6 back at their 43. Bring out Bobby Walden to punt. 53 for Walden. It's a 6. I bet that's a, I don't know. I'm going to go with 48 D10. Let's just see if I can remember that one. All right, so 6 is 48 D10. Look at that. That's what happens when you play with these earlier seasons and you punt all the time. You start to remember them. All right, so Walden goes 48 D10. Underneath it is going to be Alvin Hammond of the Colts. He's actually going to catch it on his own 9. 36 is a 26. And he's going to lose a yard. So not very good field position for the Colts to start off here. Alvin Hammond, not Hammond. Hammond. All right, flip back over to the Colts here. We'll call it 1st and 10 on the 8. 30 seconds to go. This could be the last play of the quarter. And we get a medium pass. So Unitas trying to dig himself out of his own field position there with with one play. 56 is going to be Tony Lorick. He's a C. 52 is a BG. We'll make it a CG. So we're going to go Unitas to Lorick. A 24. That's a 17, and that is incomplete. Unitas misses his running back. It's going to be 2nd and 10 back on the 8th. Now this will be the last play of the quarter. And it will be a 6, and that will be an outside run. All right, 22. 22 is going to be an AG. 31, that'll be Jerry Hill. So Jerry Hill against an AG. A 23. Yikes, that's a 28. He's going to lose yards. He's going to knock backwards. He's going to lose 2. And it's going to set up the Colts. 3rd and 12. Way back deep in their own territory there. And that will be the end of the quarter. Colts lead 14-0. Let's finish this drive, and I think I'm going to have to call it a video today. Just not a lot of time today. Got stuck doing something earlier I didn't expect, and it just kind of threw my whole day off. So let's go ahead and go 3rd and 12. Let's go medium pass heavy. And it's going to be a medium pass. All right, 51. The 51 is Lenny Moore. He's a B. 51 defense is an AD. So we'll go to AD, 2nd quarter. 31 for Unitas. That's an 8, and that is going to be complete for 14 yards. And Unitas digs him out of the hole with a great pass to Lenny Moore. And that'll make it 1st and 10 up to the 20-yard line now. We'll go back to standard offense here. And we're going to get a 15. That is a short pass. All right. 16 on your defense is an AS. 16 on your play is going to be Jimmy Orr. I don't think I've said his name yet today. He is their number 1 receiver. And he is an EB5. I mean, he's a good player. He's an A5, EB5. Yeah. Went to Georgia. And he's an A. So that defense was what? AS, so we'll stay at AS. So we'll go Unitas to Jimmy Orr on the short pass. 61. That'll be a 14. And we have a 7-yard completion, and Jimmy Orr is going to run out of bounds to avoid getting hit. All right. 2nd and 3 now on the 27. And we get a 3. That'll be an inside run. (21) 65. 65 is Tony Lorick. And again, he's a halfback, fullback 2. He's a backup. 21 on your defense is an AS. So Lorick on the inside run. A 35. That's a 17. And that'll be 8 yards and a 1st down. So again, the Colts just kind of doing what they want here. Let's see. Unitas 10 of 14 for 89 and 2 touchdowns. Tarkington 2 of 6 for 10 and only 1 and an interception. That's your biggest difference right there. And we're going to go back to the short pass. (62) on your defense is AS. 53. 53 will be Tom Maddie. He's a C, so make it BS. We're going to Unitas to Tom Maddie. A 32. Oh, no, that's a 24. And Unitas makes a mistake, and that pass is tipped up in the air, and it is picked off. W58. All right, I spoke too soon on that. 32. And it's going to be a 16-yard pass play. It's going to be intercepted. Getting the interception for Minnesota at the 49 is Ed Sharachman. It's a great name. Sharachman. Let's find him here. Is he a starter? Yeah, he's a starting cornerback. There he is. Sharrock Man. W6. Cornerback 3, but W6 is good. Look at those numbers right there. I see a 1 at 11, 33, and 66. So let's see what happens. We got a 1 out of 12 chance of a touchdown. Oh, 21. Didn't get it. That's a 13. And 13, and he is going to get 15 yards on the return. And Minnesota is going to have really, really good field position here. So that is Sharrock Man. There he is. And he gets 15. Is that what I said? Yep, 15. And they're going to start 1st and 10 on the Colts 36 after a mistake by Unitas. Playing so well up till there. All right, a 10 for Minnesota. That's going to be an outside run. Oops. An 11. That'll be Bill Brown. 52 or 42. 42 is a CS. So Bill Brown on the outside run against a CS. A 65 for Brown. 65 is an awful number. Again, all those small straights are terrible numbers. 65 is a 24, and he will lose 2 yards on the play. And Bill Brown immediately just going backwards. Minnesota really just needs a good play, so, on offense. Something to gain some yards. I mean, they have 51 yards rushing. It's not bad, but Tarkington hasn't done anything. There's a short pass. All right, 23, 14. 23 is Gordy Smith. He's a B. Who is Gordy Smith? Is he a tight end? Yeah, he's at starting tight end. There he is. He's an ET3, BC2, starting tight end out of Missouri. Okay. All right, so 14 on the defense. That's an AG. So we're going to stay at AG. So that's a good defense to pass against, an AG. So Tarkington to Gordy Smith, the tight end. A 66. That's a 2. And we have a 38-yard touchdown pass from Fran Tarkington to Gordy Smith. And I just said it. They needed to do something, and that is big. And it's going to be 14-6. Let's kick the extra point with Fred Cox. 53 is, it's a 19. I think a 19 is good. I think 18 and 19 are both good for a while. And yes. And that'll make it 14-7. So just like that, Minnesota gets back into the game. And I'm going to call it a game right there. I'm going to call it a video, I mean. Thanks for joining me. I will be back soon to keep playing. I'm not going to let this sit for a while. I just got other things I got to do today. So I will talk to you all later. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, comment, whatever. And I'll talk to you next time. See ya. What is up, everyone? It is Monday night. How about some Monday Night Football? And by Monday Night Football, I mean maybe I'll finish the second quarter here. I'm, again, at a bit of a time crunch, but I'm going to get through this. So I'm going to try to play at least the second quarter. And then we'll see if we go any further than that. Minnesota, after scoring a touchdown, will be kicking off 14-7 for the Colts here in the lead. We're just going to dive right into this. No babbling for me today. Kicking off for Minnesota is Fred Cox. And 41 is a 29. Yikes. 29 is going to be a 54-yard kick. So it'll be taken at the 11-yard line. Let's see. Fred Cox, 54. And it's going to be 0-10 who's actually taking it as I work to get something on my TV here. 0-10 for the Colts. That'll be Tony Lorick. He's our kick returner there, our backup. 44 is looking good, though. That's a 9. And he is going to get 32 yards on the return. And Baltimore, as if they really need all these extra yards because their offense is good, they're going to have great field position. All right, so 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line for Baltimore. And again, if you didn't watch yesterday's, Minnesota, 1965 Minnesota had a pretty good offense, but their defense is not great. It's a 32, and Baltimore's defense is a 43. So we're using a -11 card here for Minnesota. So we're going to be in the A and the B a lot for this team. What am I going to put on my TV here? I got Cheers. I got, let's go Perry Mason, at least for a little while. I think the A team will be on here pretty soon. All right, so first play. So Colts, again, are 55-45. So 1 through 11 are your run plays. And we're going to start with a 19, and a 19 is a medium pass. Okay. 35. 35. Boy, I did that yesterday a few times where I had the same number on both sides. All right, so 35 on the pass is going to be Lenny. Oh, no, it's going to be Raymond Berry. And he got a lot of targets in that first quarter. He's an A. 35 on your defense is a BS, so we'll make this an AS. And we'll go Johnny Unitas to Raymond Berry. A 31 for Unitas, that's an 8. And that's going to be complete for 18 yards. And right off the bat, Unitas for 18. He wants those points back that Minnesota just got off that interception he just threw. It's going to be 1st and 10 now. They're going to get all the way to the Minnesota 39-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Oh, we're going to go inside run. $65. Devontae 3. 23 is going to be Jerry Hill. Again, no relation. He's a fullback. 65 is an AS. So we'll go Jerry Hill on the inside run. 33, and the doubles are coming. That's a 16, and he's going to get 13 more yards. And on 2 plays, they pick up 31 yards. And they are inside the Vikings 20, I think, if my math is correct. No. Well, they're at the 26, whatever that is. That's inside the 30. That's what I meant to say. All right, 1st and 10, 26 now for Baltimore. 16. So we're going back to the air now for Johnny U. Did he have a nickname? Johnny Ballgame or Johnny Short Pass? Like, did Johnny Unitas have a nickname that I'm not aware of? All right, 25 on your defense. That's probably an AD. Yep. 22. We're going to throw it to Jimmy Orr this time. Another A. So we're going to go AD. So we're going to go Unitas to Jimmy Orr. This is actually going to be a fun team to play with all year. I wonder if anybody can beat them. A 46 for Unitas. That's an 18, and that is going to be incomplete. Unitas falls to 11 of 17. God, I love when my quarterbacks are completing passes. 11 of 17, 107. I think he's got 2 touchdowns and an interception. 2nd down. And we're going to go back to the medium pass. Holy cow. 15 to 30, yep. Back to the medium pass here for Johnny U. I'm calling him Johnny Ballgame. Was there anybody else that had a nickname Ballgame that I shouldn't call him that for? I'm calling him Johnny Ballgame. 63 for your receiver. That's Willie Richardson. He's a C. Willie Richardson, for having only a couple of numbers there, he's gotten some targets in this game. There he is. He's an EB2. Went to Jackson State. And, yeah, there you go. Okay. So he is a C. 25 should be an AD, which it is. We'll make it a BD. We'll go Unitas looking for Willie Richardson on the medium pass. Oh, my goodness. That is good. 24 yards, and Willie Richardson's going to be brought down at the 2-yard line. And they're going to start 1st and goal at the 2. We'll go big here. Actually, no. Let's go standard offense. All passes are short passes. And we're going to get a short pass. So on 1st and goal, the Colts are going to throw the ball. For a team that's 55-45 run, they've got 18 passes and 8 runs in this game. Gotta love those dice. 34. 34 is Raymond Berry. Sticking with those A's. 44 is an AD. So we'll stay right there. So we're going to go Unitas to Berry. A 36. That's a 16, and that is incomplete. And Unitas misses Raymond Berry. 2nd down. All right. This time we're going to go with the inside run. Very smart move here for the Colts. Try to get it on the ground. 33, that'll be an AG. 54, that'll be Tom Maddie running the ball. So we're going to go AG, and Maddie takes it. He's halfback 3. 36, it's a 22, and he gets nothing. He stood up at the line of scrimmage, no gain. And the Vikings trying to do a little goal line defense here. 3rd and 2. I'm going to go standard again. And we're going to go inside run again. All right, 63 and 36. 36 is going to be Lenny Moore. I think I said this when I played with the 1958 Colts, but every time I hear Lenny Moore's name, I think of Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Analysis analyst Lenny Melnick. I don't know why, I just do. So Lenny Moore. Nobody probably knows who that is except me, but that'll be against an AD. So the Vikings expecting the pass on this play, and the Colts are going to run it. Now, he's an outside run guy, isn't he? Yeah, he's an outside run guy, so we're going to flip this. I'd hate to roll like a 33. 33 is a 5, and you get 1 yard. I mean, you should be rewarded when you play against, when you roll good numbers. So Lenny Moore. 34. Oh, no, 34 is a 35. We have a touchdown. We have a 4-yard run, but we have a penalty. TE. Flags fly all over the place. So let's check it. 44. That's going to be on the defense. That's a 20. I'm sorry, that's a 30. That's going to be twisting the face mask on the defense. Declined. Touchdown. Lenny Moore. Lenny Moore goes in. And that's going to make it 20-7 Colts. So they get that touchdown back that Minnesota stole from them on the interception. Extra point, 51 is 18. I believe that's good. Yes, it is. And it is going to be 21-7. 9:45 to go. Colts are going to bring out Sweet Lou Michaels to kick off. 63. That's always a fun number. That'll be a 29. And that is 54-0-10, which is what I just had out of Minnesota's kicker. So Lou Christie lightning strikes. No, Lou Michaels. He's going to do the same thing that Fred Cox did and go 54-0-10. Your Minnesota receiver kick returner is Super Dave Osborne. I know it's probably not the same one. I think he died within the last 4 or 5 years. He was funny. He was on Curb, but he was on something back in the day, Dave Osborne, that I used to watch, and I can't think of what it is right now. He used to come on Letterman, didn't he? Super Dave Osborne. Anyway, let's see, and that's not his real last name. And I can't think of who his brother is, and I'm sure somebody knows. Is it Sheen? Is he a Sheen? Is he an Estevez? Is he related to that family? He's related to a famous family. I can't think of what it is. Anyway, Super Dave, he's our kick returner. 42 for Osborne. And that is a 12. And 12 is going to be 17 yards. Oh, no, I didn't kick. Wait, did I? Yeah, 54-10. So, yeah. So, we're going to go 17 yards for Dave Osborne. Super Dave. And that's going to give Minnesota the ball. 1st and 10 on their own, 28. 9.5 to go in the second quarter. And they are a 60-40. That's a 5. That's an inside run. $56. 56 is going to be Mr. Tarkington. Looking for a quarterback sweep. We'll go to the outside run. 11, though, on the defense. That's a BG. So they're expecting the run. I don't know if they're expecting Tarkington, but they're expecting the run here. A 13. That's an 11, and that's going to be good for nothing. And Tarkington's going to get pushed out of bounds, so no gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down and 10 on the 28. All right, 19. We're going the other way now. Medium pass play. 61. 61 is Red Phillips. I don't know who Red Phillips is. Let's see. There he is. He is a wide receiver 2. He's a C2. Went to Auburn. Born in February. I don't know. 6'1", 197. Seems like he'd make a good wide receiver nowadays. He's a C, though. 61's a BS. We're going to make it a CS. So we're going to go medium pass play against a CS. Tarkington. 46. Uh-oh, that's a 20, and that is tipped up in the air, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Tarkington almost threw another one. Has he got 1 or 2? He's got 1. So both quarterbacks have 1 interception so far. 3rd and 10. We'll go short pass heavy here. Oh, look at that. Tarkington wants to go long. I don't want to go long. It didn't work earlier. Let's re-roll. All right, 18. We'll go medium pass. All right, 52. Can't find those A receivers here. That's Tommy Mason. He's a B. That's good. 31 is a CS, and we'll leave it right at CS. So 2 straight medium passes against a CS is not good for your completion percentage or your ability to gain a first down. 23. Uh-oh. 28, and he is going to get sacked. He is going to lose 7 yards on the play. Who got him for the Colts? Don Shinnick. No, that's not right. 21. Billy Ray Smith. Probably not that Billy Ray Smith, but Billy Ray Smith for the Colts is going to get in the backfield, and he's going to chase down the very nimble Fran Tarkington. There's Billy Ray Smith. Look at that. He's got a WR and an FRK. That guy returns stuff. He's got a W2 and a QS5 too. So that guy was active. Yeah. All right, so he's going to get the sack. And they're going to have to turn the ball over. 8.5 to go. They're going to bring out their punter. It's going to be Bobby Walden. 22 for Walden. He gets into this one. That's a 4. I think it's a 54, right? Yeah, 54 D10. So punt. 54 for Bobby Snuffy Walden. All right, so it's going to be TA. That'll be Alvin Hammond for the Colts at his own 25. A 21, that is a 26, and he is going to gain a yard. Yeah, he gets 1 yard. And that was Alvin Hammond. And the Colts take over 1st and 10 on their own 26. All right, let's go back to standard offense here. And we're going to get an 18. We are living and dying by this medium pass today. All right, 22 on the defense. That'll be an AD. 41 is going to be Raymond Berry. He's an A, so we'll stay at AD. We're going to go Unitas to Berry. A 21, that's a 17, and that'll be incomplete. So Unitas looking for his receiver, misses him. It'll be 2nd and 10. All right, 15, finally a short pass. But man, the number of passes the dice are giving me here. I'm not calling very many short pass or medium pass heavy. The dice is just throwing them at me here. 42 on the defense. It's a BS. 35, we're going to go back to Raymond Berry. He's an A. He's got to have about 10 targets in this game. We're going to make it an AS. So we're going to go Unitas to Raymond Berry. A 46, it's an 18, and that is going to be complete. But Raymond Berry is actually going to get pushed backwards, and with the spot, he's going to lose a yard. So the completion percentage goes up, but yards per attempt isn't looking so great here. It's going to be 3rd and 11 now. Let's go medium pass heavy this time. And we're going to roll a a medium pass. All right. So lots of 4s on the table there. 44, 46. 46 is Lenny Moore. He's a B. 44 is an AD. So we'll go medium pass. And we will go Unitas to Lenny Moore. A 26. That's a 17, and that's going to be incomplete. And they're going to go 3 and out. I really thought they were going to score again. I just had it in my head they were going to score again. but they're going to go with a bunch of incompletions here. And it's going to be 4th down and 11. And let's bring out Tommy Gilberg. Tommy Gilberg, your punter. 21 again. And that'll be a 10. And that'll be 42 D10. So Gilberg punts it away. And it's going to be taken at the 33-yard line by Tommy Mason. $52 for Mason. That's generally a fair catch, and that's what it is. So Mason takes the fair catch, puts his arm in the air, waves it around like he just don't care. That's going to be 1st and 10 at the 33. Vikings back with the ball here. 7 minutes to go. That's not going to be the right dice to roll. How about this one? All right, 13. Man, we are passing like crazy today. That's a short pass. $13. That'll be, is that Flatley? Yeah, that's Paul Flatley. Again, he's an A. This is Flatley here. He's an A4. Yeah, wide receiver 4, A5. Good player for them. He was their leading receiver that year. And he is an A. 63 under defense. Oh, that's a BG. We're going to make this an AG. And uh-oh. That's a great defense to pass against. The old AG. All right. Tarkington looking for Flatley. Oh, no. A 33. That's a 5. And that's going to be good for 21 yards. So Tarkington finds Flatley in the flat. And he gets 21. And it's going to be 1st and 10. They're going to cross the 50, get to the Colts 46. And we are going to go, oh, finally a run play. That's an inside run. All right, 14, that'll be Bill Brown. 61, that'll be a BS. All right, so Bill Brown on the inside run. Is he an inside run guy? Yeah. 13 is a 19, and 19 is going to be 3 yards. So Brown goes for 3. And it'll be 2nd and 7 now on the Colts 43-yard line. And we'll stay standard. 1, so we're sticking with that inside run. 6-2. 43. 43 is a BD. The Colts looking for a pass here. And 62 is going to be Billy Ray Barnes. And he is a halfback, too. I talked about him yesterday, how I played with him in the 1958 set in my last game because I was playing Philly and Washington. He played for Philadelphia then. But now he is with the, 7 years later? He is with the Minnesota Vikings. So Billy Ray Barnes on the inside run, 22. And you know what? He is an outside run guy, so we're going to flip this card. And that was a BD. And he is going to pick up 18 yards. Billy Ray Barnes. Showing the Vikings brass why they signed him. 1st and 10 for the Colts on the 25. 4. 4 is an inside run again. Sticking with the run. All right. 14 back to Billy Brown. And 21 is a BS. So Bill Brown against a pretty standard offense here. 31, that'll be a 17, and that's going to be 4 yards. So he's going to get to the 21-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and 6. We're down to 5 minutes to go. And we're going to go inside run, sticking with this run game. It's about 5 plays in a row, 6 plays in a row now. 56 this time. We're going to go back to Tarkington on the sweep. Flip into an outside run. 44 is going to be an AG. Again, they're waiting for a run play. They don't know it's Tarkington, but they're waiting for the run play. So here he goes. 54 is a 36. We have 6 yards, but we have a penalty. We have a TE. Oh, my camera got all out of whack. I don't know how long it's been like that. I hope it's been okay for you guys. All right, there we go. All right, so we got a 6 TE. So let's check the penalty. A 12. Oh, no, that's a holding penalty. So the Vikings get called. The first bad play of this drive for them. And, man, a 10-yard penalty, that's a rough one. That is a rough one. It's like a sack. Knock you back a bunch of yards. It's tough to make those up. It's going to be 2nd and 16 now, back on the 31. We'll go short pass heavy here. And we will get a short pass. Okay. All right, 63. That'll be Red Phillips again. And 15 is an AD. He's a C, so we'll make it a BD. And it's going to be Tarkington to Red Phillips against a BD. 26 for Tarkington. Oh, that's a 20, and that's going to be incomplete. It's 3rd down and a bunch. All right. Got to go medium pass heavy here. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll get a medium pass. I was thinking maybe short pass to get him into a better field goal, but I think you got to go for the first down here. All right, so we got a medium pass. 41. 56. That's going to be an AS. 41 is Tom Hall. He's a C, so make this a pretty generic BS. So Tarkington looking for Tom Hall. 66 for the Tark. That's a 2. And Tom Hall's going to catch that ball, and he's going to go 31 yards for a touchdown. And holy cow, what a great play on 3rd and 16 for Fran Tarkington. Oh, man, that's going to make it 21-13. 31 yards. Let's bring out Fred Cox. Kick the extra point. 35. 35 is an 18. That's going to be good. And it is 21-14. So the Vikings are not going away quietly. Again, I want to say it was like 35-14, 31-14, something like that in real life. So the Vikings are trying to make a game of this, but the Colts are they're strong offensively. So kicking off with Fred Cox, 34. Uh-oh. 34 is going to be a 35. And that'll be 54-0-10. Stop me if you heard that before. But it's also going to be a TL. So let's check the penalty first. 62. That's a 33. And oh, wow. 33. That is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on the kicking team. Wow. So we're going to go ahead and that is going to be, that's from the line. And since it's on the kickoff, I feel like we can take the result of the play if we want to. So let's check we got a 54. We got a 54-0-10. So it's at the 11-yard line. And 62 is Hammond. No, 0-10. It's going to be Lorick. 62 is a OBP. Oh, it's a 10. That's a 21-yard return. So they're going to decline the penalty and take the kickoff here. 54. Although if they take the penalty, they're going to be kicking off from the 20. So 11 plus 21 is like 32 yards. Boy, this is a tough one. You can have the ball at the 32-yard line, or you can force them to re-kick from the 20. I'm going to force them to re-kick because why not? All right, so we're going to go 15 yards on the kicking team. This is going to be, what was it? It was unsportsmanlike conduct. And let's see, 15 seconds. And they are the kicking team, yes. So now they're going to kick off from the 20. See if this is any better. I don't know. All right, 33 this time. So that's going to be a good kick for Cox. Oh, no. Oh, my God. No, Cox. Look at this. 33 is a 25 in the P column. That's where he's kicking off from. 25 is touchback. So he's going to kick this ball 90. I'm going to have to put a 90 yards on there. Holy cow. So it worked out horribly for the Colts. They should have taken the return. And this will go out of the back of the end zone. And it's going to be a touchback now for the Colts. What a play. What a dice roll. Look at Fred Cox putting on his Tom Dempsey shoe and nailing it. Love it. All right, Colts, 4 minutes to go. We'll go standard offense and hope for not very many runs. And that right there is going to be one of those runs. That is an outside run. We're not going to run much here. But that's an outside run. All right, 14, 26. 26 is Jerry Hill, no relation. 14 is an AD. That's a good defense to run against. Defense is already expecting pass. They're expecting a 2-minute drill. And Colts are like, no, I don't know about that. We're going to run the ball here. So Jerry Hill, a 56. Oh, it's a 24, and he's going to get 1 yard on the run. All right, so Jerry Hill for 1, and I'm not going to call timeout yet. Let's just see what happens on this set of downs here. Let's go short pass heavy, and it's going to be a short pass. The last thing you want to do is call a couple of timeouts and then give the ball back to the Vikings with that much extra time left. It's kind of a tightrope we're walking here. 63 on the defense is not good. That's an AG. And 32 is John Mackey. Now, I haven't said his name much, but he is the starting tight end. You've heard of John Mackey. He's a tight end for A4, and he's another one of these A's. So if you look at these guys with the 4 top receivers there of Jimmy Orr, John Mackey, Raymond Berry, and Lenny Moore, I haven't really rolled that 23 to 32 very often for John Mackey. So he's going to get a chance here. 63 was an AG, so that's where we'll stay. So now they're expecting the run, and Baltimore's going to mix it up and pass it. 31, that's going to be complete. That'll be 12 yards. And Baltimore will use a timeout here. And that is to John Mackey. Wasn't he he's one of the best tight ends of all time, but didn't he lead the league in something at some point for tight ends? I feel like he did. Or was that Ditka? Ditka was before him, so maybe it was Ditka. I think Ditka was before him. All right, 1st and 10 to 33. We'll go short pass heavy again. Oh, yeah, we'll go deep. We're going to go long pass. Unitas is going to air it out. Ooh. Ooh, yikes. This thing's heavy. There we go. All right, Unitas is going to air it out right here. And we are 49 to 15. Okay. All right, so we got 54 on your defense. That's really bad. That's an AG. And we got 22. That's Jimmy Orr. So we're going deep to the number 1 receiver. We're going to that EB5 right there. And we're doing it against an AG. So there's a lot of chances for a completion here. Here we go, Unitas. A 24. And that is a 17. And sadly, that is not one of the chances for completion. That ball will hit the turf over Jimmy Orr's head, and it will be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 on the 33. The standard again, 3 minutes to go. Short pass heavy, and that's a short pass. I gotta turn this Perry Mason off. In this episode, this guy looks like he's drowning a duck. And I think the episode's called The Case of the Drowning Duck, and it drives me crazy. So let me just put something else on here. I bet you I can just put shears on. That'll work. All right. Okay, so we're going short pass. And a 14, that'll be an AG. 23, and this time we're going to go back to John Mackey. All right. If it worked the first time. So we'll go AG. We're going to go short pass to John Mackey. Oh, 54. That's a 36. That is a 4-yard catch, but we have a TH. So let's check that penalty. 14, that'll be on the offense. That's going to be holding on the Colts. And that'll drive them back 10 yards. All right, 2nd and 20 now, back on the 23. And we'll go short pass heavy. And we'll get a short pass. Okay, 52. That'll be a BG. And 44 is Lenny Moore, and that's going to make it a BG. That's actually not going to change anything. All right, so Lenny Moore this time from Unitas against the BG. A 63, and we have a 30. And Johnny Unitas is going to get nailed in the backfield, and this is going to get ugly. In fact, the Vikings are going to call a timeout here. He gets sacked. Let's see who got him. 14 is going to be Carl Eller. I know that name. I know he's a good player. What is he? He's only a 3 this year. I think he was super. I'm going to guess he was super young this year. The Vikings are going to use a timeout. And it's going to be 3rd and 28. 2.5 to go. And the Colts are going to go medium pass heavy, but I'm going to make 20 a draw play. And it is, oh, it's a 19. So 19 would have been long pass. I'm not going long pass, but I will go medium pass. All right. 53, 16. 16 is going to be Jimmy Orr. Keep looking for those A receivers. 53 is a BS. We'll make this an AS on the medium pass. 55. That's a 5, and that's going to be good for 25 yards. He's going to come up 3 yards short of the first down. And Minnesota will use their second timeout here. And Baltimore will punt this away. So Tom Gilborg comes out. 21. That'll be a 10. And a 10 is a 42-yard punt taken by D10. Taken at the 18-yard line by Tommy Mason. So Mason, chance to give him good field position. 55. 55 is a 13. And oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Under kickoff return, 13 is a touchdown. I'm not looking at kickoff return. I did for a split second. It's actually going to be 4 yards. Much different than a touchdown. So it's a 4-yard return for Tommy Mason. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Vikings have 1 timeout. So we're going to go medium pass heavy, and we're going to see what happens. So 13 will be that medium pass. 41. And 41, I believe, is a C. Yeah, it's Tom Hall. 64 is CS, and that's where we'll stay. So Tarkington looking for Tom Hall. Oh, my God, it's a 66. And, guys, that is a 78-yard touchdown pass. Are you kidding me? Holy cow, Tarkington. Tarkington hits Tom Hall. And Tom Hall goes 78 yards. And, oh, my God, we have a new ball game. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's kick the extra point. Fred Cox. 65 is a 9. 9 is good. And it is 21-21. And this half isn't even over yet. All right. Let's kick it off with Fred Cox. A 16 this time. That is an 11. And that is a 57-yard kickoff taken by 09. What a pass by Tarkington. All right. Alvin Haymond taking the kickoff return. Oh, no, 54. 54 is a 36. And he's going to get 13 yards, but we have a TK. And 21 on the K is going to be holding on the receiving team. So what was it, 13 yards? So here's 12. So it was 11 yards into the return. So we'll give him 11. So we'll go Haymond got 11. That's where the holding happened. So then we'll take holding from there. And that's actually going to be half the distance. It's going to be a 9-yard penalty to take us back to the 10. Oops. And it's going to be holding, but they're actually got to change this to only on kickoffs. No time off the clock. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 10 for the Colts with a minute 30. They'll go standard offense here. And we will get an inside run. Wow. Fireworks in this quarter. Unbelievable. I love it. All right. 51-16. 16 will be Jerry Hill. No relation. 51 is an AG. Oh, no. 14. That's a 30. Oh, no. That's a 34. We have a fumble possibility. We have an F26. So 1 through 4, that fumble counts. It's a 17. That fumble will not count. So let's use the result of the F26 to determine what happens in the play. F26. 54. That is a 3-yard loss, but the quarterback, Unitas, actually falls on it. And he can run. He can run with it. He's got some, well, he doesn't have very good numbers. But let's see. So we're going to go run. We'll go -3. And who was it? That was me Hill. But he's actually going to fumble. But the Baltimore Colts will recover it. And it's going to be Unitas. And let's see what Unitas does with it when he picks it up. A 12. Oh, no, he's going to fumble. We have an F76. Let's check it. Oh, wait, the fumble didn't count, right? Oh, yeah, the fumble didn't count. What am I doing? I don't do that. When the fumble doesn't count, the fumble doesn't count. So let's undo. My bad. I got ahead of myself. So it's going to be just a 3-yard loss on the run. That's all it's going to be. So 3-yard loss for... and that was me Hill. 30 seconds. And the Vikings are going to use their last timeout here, just to be jerks. They're just going to use their last time. Minute 15 to go. 2nd and 13. We're going to go ahead and go short pass heavy here. And they're going to get a 6. That'll be a short pass. (24) 21. So 21 is going to be Mackey. No, it's going to be Jimmy Orr. He's an A. 24 is an AS. All right, so Unitas looking for Mackey. Or I mean. 24. It's a 17. That'll be complete, but only 2 yards. So Unitas to Orr for 2. Minnesota can't stop the clock. So it's we're going to go big here. They're going to run this ball and go big. And 19 is actually going to be a short pass. And 44 and 41. 41 is going to be, Raymond Berry. He's an A. 44 is an AD. We're going to go Unitas to Berry. 42. That's a 9. That'll be complete for 9 yards, and he will get pushed out of bounds, and that's not what he wanted. Oh, the Colts did not want to get out of bounds there. What are you doing, Raymond Berry? And that's going to make it 4th down and 2, and they have to punt. I was going to just have him kneel on the ball had he not gotten out of bounds, but they're going to have to punt now. It's going to be Tommy Gilberg. 23. That doesn't sound good. And that is a 8. That's a 15. It's all going wrong here for the Colts. They're just trying to run the clock out. And it's blocked. Oh, my God. It's an X7. Holy cow. What are the Vikings doing? X7. They came to play. 25. And that is -12. And it's picked up by 08. And I believe that's the punter in this case. So we're going to go. That's going to go back to the 12-yard line. Or back to the 6-yard line. And the Vikings are going to get a field goal attempt if he doesn't get a first down. Wow. All right, so we're going to punt. We're going to go -12, and it's blocked. It's blocked. The Colts will recover, and it will be the punter, Tommy Gilberg, recovering it. Now he's going to try to run. 22. That's a 19, and he gets nothing. And oh my goodness, the Vikings. The Vikings are going to get a chip shot field goal with 15 seconds left. It's a 23-yard field goal. Bring out Fred Cox. And Fred Cox. Oh, a 63. Oh, no. A 63 is a 31. And do we have a rare play? A 31 on the field goal try. Rare plays are 31 and 32 here. Second, there we go. And we have a rare play 12. We have an RP 12. Oh my goodness. All right, what do we got here? This could be anything. 7. Well, 7 is kind of boring, but let's see. Holder can't control snap in time to set it. He picks up the ball and tries to run. So use his R column and outside run play selection, offensive index C. So we're going CG, outside run CG, and it's going to be the punter. He's usually the holder. I'm not going to go looking for it. So we're going to say it's the punter. And we're going to go outside run CG from inside the 10. What a holy cow. So Gilbert, not Gilbert, Bobby Walden is going to try to run this thing in for the Vikings after he can't control it. 25 is a 19 and a 19. It's 4 yards. He's going to come up just short of it. So we're going to go run. So what do I do here? Let's see. Where are we at? So I don't know if I want to go. No, I think it's just a run play. And it's going to be Bobby Walden gets 4. And they do not get the extra the field goal. And we're going to go into halftime tied 21-21. And I need to go take a rest because holy cow, that quarter. Thanks, everyone, for watching. And I will talk to you all next time. What is up, everyone? It is Friday. It's been a couple days since I've played. I got kind of caught up in something else that, oddly enough, is going to be for this channel, I think. Spent the last few nights and last week and all kinds of fun stuff working on it. And if I can get it going, then it should be pretty interesting for this channel. I'll talk about it later. I don't want to talk about it now just in case I quit, because a lot of times I start stuff and just don't finish it. So, and this could be one of those things. So I'm going to play this game. I got to finish this Baltimore-Minnesota game. I've been playing it since, I think, Sunday, and it's already Friday. So we got to get this thing going here. So if you remember the last time we met, I believe Fran Tarkington threw a long touchdown pass near the end of the second quarter to tie this game up at 21, and then Minnesota had a great chance at a a field goal, and they fumbled the snap or something like that. So it's been a pretty wild game. We're going to start the second half here with Minnesota kicking off. So let's get to that. Minnesota, and as I look down at my one of my books here, you can see it's on rare plays, and I think one of my cameras is stuck. Hang on. If I go, no, not there. If I go here, and I switch it to here, and I switch it back to here, we should be good. And now that one's frozen. All right, so now we're good. Okay, there we go. All right, sorry about that. Some technical difficulties there. But if I, like I said, if I pull up my book here to go to kickoff and I have all these rare plays, it means something wacky did happen at the end of the last second quarter there. But let's go ahead and get started here. Minnesota is going to kick off. And a 62 for Fred Cox. And that is a 10. And that is a 56-yard kickoff. So that'll be taken back at the 9-yard line. Fred Cox. And it's taken by 09. That's going to be Alvin Heyman. Which, by the way, I couldn't find the replay of week 1, the game we're playing now, week 1. But I did find the replay of these two teams meeting again in like week 9. Alvin Heyman. That's a damn good player right there. 35 for Heyman. And that's a 17. And he's going to end up getting 34 yards on this return. So there you go, on cue. He was a really good he was a fun one to watch. Returning kicks and punts. All right, so Baltimore is going to start 1st and 10 on their own 43-yard line. It's a great field position to start this quarter. We're tied at 21. In real life, I think Baltimore won like 34-14, something like that. In the second game, in week 9, they blew them out even more. So Baltimore was a pretty good team this year. And we're going to start standard. And we're going to start with a short pass. Let me try to straighten this out for you here. What are we doing here? There we go. Nope. There we go. Okay. Yeah. All right. So 13 will be a short pass. And again, these are two pretty big running teams. But, man, in this game, well, Minnesota at least, they're 50-50 right now. Baltimore, though, 27-12 passes versus runs so far. That's mostly been the dice doing that because Baltimore's been ahead most of the way. All right, so short pass. 65 is an AS. 11, that's going to be Jimmy Orr. And he's an A. So short pass. Whoops. One more. All right. Short pass to Jimmy Orr from Johnny Unitas. Oh, I didn't do the defense. Yeah, AS. So AS. 41. That's a 22, and we have an incomplete pass. So Unitas to Orr. That'll be incomplete. It's going to bring up second down and 10. 43. 16. I'm telling you, just it's pass after pass being rolled in this game. That's another short pass. 36 is a BS. And then 15, where'd it go? Jesus. 15 was going to be Jimmy Orr again. Except I fat fingered the dice there. All right, so that's an A. So that's going to be an AS. Basically the same player. Short pass to Jimmy Orr. And we get a 51. That's going to be complete. And he's going to get 12 yards and get pushed out of bounds. And Baltimore right back to their old ways on moving the ball. They got 244 total yards so far. 190 passing. Unitas 18-29. And we'll stay with that standard offense. And we're going to get a medium pass. Oh, my God, the pass plays. I love it. 25 this time. That'll be an AD. 61 is Tony Lorick. And that's a 61 is Lorick. And he's a C. So we're going to make this a CD. I'm sorry, a BD. And we're going to go Unitas looking for his running back. Oh, a 64. That's an 11, and that'll be incomplete. So Unitas misses Tony Lorick. Unitas didn't even play in the second game. It was this guy. And he in the first half, it was this Quozo. Gary Quozo played in the second game. And in the first half, he wasn't very good. But in the second half, he was pretty good. Throwing touchdowns like crazy. All right, that's going to make it... second and 10, right? That was to Lorick. Yeah, second and 10. Sorry. I don't know why. I'm extra sleepy today. I don't know why. All right, that's going to be an outside run. All right, so we'll go outside run now on second and 10. 53. 33. So 33 is going to be Lenny Moore. 53, that's a BS. So Lenny Moore on the outside run. 52, that's a 27. And Lenny Moore, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. That makes it third down and 13. Back at the 48. We'll go medium pass heavy. And we'll get a medium pass. All right, a 14. Oh, that's an AG. 56. 56 is going to be Tony Lorick again. He's a C, so we'll make this a BG. So Unitas to Lorick against a BG. Oh, a 14. Oh, we have a 31, and we have a rare play 7. Oh, we haven't had to use the chat GPT yet today, but we are this time. So we got a rare play 7. Again, rare play 3 and rare play 7. I like to use my chat GPT custom rare play GPT because, you know, I've had those so many times that they're starting to all kind of run together, or they're starting to repeat. And, you know, it's not a rare play if it's repeating. So you go in here, you go to your custom GPT store. It's free. Just type APBA. You'll find it. And then you give it the situation. It's going to be 3rd and 13 on Minnesota 48. Oh, actually, I can do this too. I can go Colts have it 3rd and 13 on Minnesota 48. Medium pass. Play called. I'll say Unitas to Tony Lorick. That should be good enough. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now it's going to give us 2 through 12, our dice rolls. Well, I typed Lorick. It thought it was Jimmy Orr. Oh, I like how it did that. You mentioned Lorick, but Orr was often the number one receiver. If Lorick is intended to be ChatGPT, come on, don't think for yourself here. All right, so here we go. So it's giving me my dice. I'm just going to do what it says. I don't care. It's funny. So we got 2 through 12 coming up here. All right, there's 10, there's 11, and here is 12. All right, so let's do this. We're going to roll 2 dice. We're going to get a 10. Sideline surprise. 0-1 catches the ball at the 40, but steps out at the 38, then continues running down the sideline. Not realizing he was out, the officials rule a gain of 10. Colts left with 4th and 3. All right, so we're going to have a 10-yard pass from Unitas to Jimmy Orr. And he stepped out of bounds, so we'll make it a 15-seconder. And it's going to be 4th and 3 on the 38. So what do we do here? 4th and 3 on the 38. Again, teams did not go for it back in the day. I know that. I mean, I guess they probably didn't, is my guess. But I think I'm going to go for it here. 4th and 3, 38. We're not kicking a 55-yard field goal. We're not going to punt. And it's tied at 21. They have a pretty good offense, so why not? Let's do it. We're going to go standard offense. And we're going to get a 15. So naturally, we're going to get a short pass. I mean, that's all this thing calls for us, is pass plays. Oh, lots of ones on the board. So the defense is at a 16. That's an AS. 12, back to Jimmy Orr. He's an A, so we'll keep it at AS. And we'll go short pass, Unitas to Orr. And he's going to complete it. 15 is a 6. And he is going to get 10 yards on the completion to Jimmy Orr. And the Colts move the chains. 1st and 10 now down to the Minnesota 29-yard line. And 11. 11, I believe, is an outside run for them. Yes, it is. And we're down to the 29 here, so we're going to flip some boards. Okay, 33, 23. And 23 is going to be Jerry Hill, no relation. 33 is going to be an AG. So Jerry Hill on the outside run. 31, that's a 17, and Jerry Hill is going to get 6 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 4 down to the Minnesota 23-yard line. And they're going to go with another outside run. 46, 24. That's going to be Jerry Hill again. 46 is AS. So we'll go Jerry Hill now against an AS. 34. 34 is a 35. We have a 5-yard run, but we have a penalty. Let's check the TE. My dog desperately wants to go outside. That's going to be a holding on the offense. And I will pause this so I can get him out there. So we're going to penalty. 10 yards. 15 seconds, and that was holding. And it's going to be 2nd and 14 now on the 33 for Baltimore after the penalty. All right, we're back. It's been a rough start to this game, I got to say. Technical problems. Dog wants to go outside issues. Rare plays. All right, here we go. Okay, so it's 2nd and 14 now after the holding penalty. No, after the holding penalty. And we're going to go standard offense here. And we're going to get medium pass. See, I didn't have to worry about even saying short pass heavy or medium pass heavy because the dice are just giving me medium passes and short passes like crazy. Okay. So 20, 24, 12. So we're going to go Jimmy Orr. 24 is an AS. And Unitas is looking for Jimmy Orr. 56, that's a 20, and that is going to be incomplete. So Unitas struggling here a little bit. Last couple plays. 3rd and 14. Now we'll go medium pass heavy. 18, you know what that is. All right, 35. 55. 55 is Alex Hawkins. That is a name I don't think I said in the first half. He's a wide receiver, too. He's a C1. He's a backup return guy. He's a third-string return guy. Yeah, so we're going to use Alex Hawkins on this. 35 on your defense is a BS, and he's a C, so we're going to make it a CS. We haven't spent a whole lot of time in the C column for this Colts team. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Unitas. Oh, Unitas. I think I showed you this in the first half. Unitas' 11 column, that's a 1. And Alex Hawkins gets his first catch of the game, and it's going to be a 33-yard touchdown pass from Johnny Unitas. And the Colts take the drive down, take the kickoff down, 3.5 minutes, and they're going to get in the end zone. Kicking the extra point is Lou Michaels, 56. Oh, it's a 23. And that is good. And that will make it 28-21 as the Colts are the first to strike in the second half. Bring out Lou Michaels to kick off. 35. 35 is no, it's not an 18. It is a 29. And that is a 54-yard kickoff taken by 010. O10 in this case is Lance Rensel. And Lance Rensel, who was 21 years old at the time of this game, 24 is an 18, and he is going to get 28 yards on the return. And that's going to set them up with some pretty good field position to try to tie it up. 1st and 10 now on their own 39 as Fran Tarkington leads the Vikings out to the field. And they're going to start off with an outside run. (63, 46). 63 is Billy Ray Barnes. And he is indeed an outside guy. Yep. And 46 is an AS. So we're going to go Billy Ray Barnes on the sweep. A 42. That's an 11. And Billy Ray is going to get 2 yards on this run. And that'll make it 2nd down and 8 for the Vikings. And it's going to be an inside run this time. The Vikings taking a bit of a different approach than the Colts did. 36. 36 is Tommy Mason. 23. 23 is a BD. So Mason's going to get a pass defense to run against. A 61. That's a 20. And Mason's going to get 2 more. And that's going to make it 3rd and 6. And we'll go short pass heavy here. Oh, it's a medium pass. The Tarkington. Going to look down the field a little bit. Oh, 66. Who's he looking for? That is Phil King. And I believe Phil King is a fullback. Yes, he is. He's a fullback halfback. He's a pretty good player, but he's a C. 64 is a CS, so we're going to stay right at CS on this medium pass. 36, that's an 18, and that's going to be incomplete. And the Vikings are going to go 3 and out on this drive. Not a good way to start the second half. 4th and 6, so we'll bring out Bobby Walden to punt. 51 for Walden is a 6, and a 6 is 40 D10. So Walden And it's going to be D10. That's going to be Haymond taking it at the 17. And he is going to call for a fair catch. And the Baltimore Colts will start the drive, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And just like that, they have the ball back. And we'll start with a standard offense. 8. And 8 is going to be an outside run. $34.26. That's Jerry Hill. 34 is an A-D. So he's running against a really good offense or defense to run against. Oh, a 54, though. That's a 35. He's going to get 7 yards, and we have a penalty. We have a TE. 45, that's a 3, and that's going to be encroachment on the defense. And we'll take it. I mean, it's a 7-yard run, so it can be 2nd and 3 or it can be 1st and 5. We'll go 1st and 5 here. We'll take the penalty. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 5 now for the Colts on the 22-yard line. And a 16 is a short pass. All right, 32. 62. 62 is Red Phillips. Red Phillips. Is he out here somewhere? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong team. 62 is now going to be Tony Lork, our running back. He's a C, and that's a CG. So Unitas is going to look for Tony Lork. Oh, a 43 for Unitas. That's a 29, and he's going to get sacked. And he's going to lose 6 yards on that sack. Let's see who got him for the Vikings. 36 is Roy Winston. I don't know Roy Winston, but he just got a sack. And that'll make it 2nd and 11 now for the Colts. We'll stay in a standard offense here. And it's going to be a short pass. 15, that's going to be AD, and 51, that's Lenny Moore. He's a beast, so we'll stay AD. And we'll go Unitas to Lenny Moore. Oh, my goodness. That is a 16-yard completion from Johnny Unitas to Lenny Moore. That is a 1st down. And it's going to be up to the 32-yard line as Unitas is now at 258 yards. 35 attempts already. Holy cow. All right. 6. 6 is going to be an inside run. $42. That'll be a BS. And then Jerry Hill. So Jerry Hill against a BS. 63, that's a 31, and we have an RP3. So we've already had our RP7, so let's throw an RP3 in there. All right, so what do we got? 1st and 10 on the 32. So Colts, 1st and 10 on their own 32. Inside run to Jerry Hill, called play. I think that's all I need, right? Yeah, that seems all right. All right, let's see what it comes up with here. I like that it doesn't always do this, but I like that it gives it titles. Did it here? Oh, yeah, it did here too. Okay. So it did for my RP7. Let's see what it does for the RP3. And you don't even have to tell it, the rare play number. Just tell it to play, and it'll just make up its own based on that. Okay, 10, 11, and 12. All right, here we go. Let's roll the dice. And we get a 10. Mass confusion. Unitas spins for a counter handoff, but Hill expected a dive. They collide in the backfield, and Hill stumbles forward awkwardly, for a 1-yard gain. Looks ugly, but avoids disaster. All right, so Hill is going to pick up 1 yard on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 9. And we get a medium pass. $25, 51. 51 is back to Lenny Moore, but 25 is an AS. So Unitas is going to look for Lenny Moore. A 45, that's a 15, and that will be incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 9. And it's going to be 7:45. We're almost at the halfway point of this 3rd quarter. 15, so we're going short pass. Yeah, we went short pass heavy there. Where'd my blue die go? My blue die just jumped out of the dice tower. Apparently it didn't want to be rolled. And it disappeared. Man, these dice. They sometimes have a mind of their own. It's kind of scary. Yeah, I know I'm not on camera. I'm behind the camera. Oh, here it is. Found it. Got it. All right. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. There it is. All right, so we got a 46 and a 65. So 65 is going to be Butch Wilson, another name I don't think I said in the first half. There he is, Butch Wilson, EB2. Let's see, EB2, C1, 46 is an AS, we'll make it a BS. And it's going to be Unitas looking for Butch Wilson on 3rd and 9. 25, it's going to be complete. Man, Unitas has a great card. That's going to be good for 14 yards, and he's going to go out of bounds. And it's another 1st down. All right, 1st and 10 now up to the 47-yard line. And it's going to be an inside run. Unitas' arm needs a break. All right, 15 on your defense is AG. 31 is Jerry Hill. So Jerry Hill against an AG. Oh, a 65. That's a 24. And Hill's going to squirt through and get 3. And that'll make it 2nd and 7 on the 50. Colts have had the ball for all but 3 plays this quarter. Or 4 plays, I guess, if you count the punt. Come on. 10 is going to be an outside run. 14, that's going to be an AD. 54, that's Tom Maddie. So Tom Maddie against an AD. 24, that's a 22. And Maddie's going to pick up 2 yards. That's going to make it 3rd and 5. And they're going to get to the 48 there. So short pass heavy on this play. And we will get a medium pass. All right, 43, 62. 62, back to Tony Lorick. Popular target here. He's a C. 43 on the defense is an AG. So we're going to make this a BG. We're going to Unitas to Tony Lorick. 24. 24 is a 17, and that's going to be incomplete. I think on 3rd and 5, you probably have to punt. So Unitas to Lorick. Complete. So let's bring out Tommy Gilberg to do the punting for the Colts. Try to pin him deep here. 35. 35 is a 6. Oh, it's a touchback. So it's a 48-yard punt. Not what you wanted out of your punter there. And that's going to give Minnesota the ball 1st and 10 on their own 20. All right, Minnesota's going to take over here. They've had 3 plays and a punt in this quarter so far. So let's see if they can get things on track. And they're going to start with an outside run. Okay, 43. That'll be Tommy Mason. 56 is going to be an AS. So Mason against an AS. Oh, a 23 is not going to do it. He is actually going to hit in the backfield, and he is going to lose 2 yards. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 12. Let's go short pass heavy here. Let's try to mix it up a little bit. And we are going to get a short pass. All right, 52. 52 is Tommy Mason. He's a B. 53 is a BS, so we'll stay right at BS. A 35 for Tarkington is a 15. Yikes. That's going to be good for 6 yards, though. Oh, no, that's a 14. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Just incomplete for Tarkington. Wow, his passing card is not great. He's got some pretty low numbers, but having a 15 at 35, that's an odd one. I think that's just an odd one. Yeah. But that is going to make it 3rd down. He's 6 of 14. He's actually got 6 completions for 178 yards, mostly because of that second quarter. 3rd and 12 on the 18. We'll go medium pass heavy here. And we'll get a short pass. He's having the anti-Unitas game right now. 41, that'll be Tommy Hall. That's the guy who caught the long touchdown. He's a C. And 23 in our defense is a BG, so we'll make this a CG. It's not really good for the offense or the defense. So Fran Tarkington looking for Tom Hall. Oh, look at that, 11. And that is going to be good for 51 yards. Is that really that guy's second long catch? Let me just see here. Yeah, Tom Hall, he's got 3 for 109. He's about to have 4 for 155 or something like that. That was 51 yards. So 160 maybe? Holy cow. Tarkington to Tommy Hall. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 all the way down to the Colts 31. Unitas now with 7 completions for 229 yards. And we'll go back to standard. Oh, I love it. 16 is a short pass. 33, 53. And 33 is Bill Brown. He's an A. He's our fullback, but he's an A. 53 is a BS. We'll make it an AS on this short pass. A 61 this time. That's a 17, and that's going to be complete for 4 yards. So Tarkington gets back to 50% completion percentage. It's going to be 2nd and 6 on the 27. 4.5 to go now in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to go now with an inside run. And I am now inside that, so let's flip our card here. Inside run. All right, 24. That'll be Billy Brown. 32. That's a CD. So Bill Brown on the inside run. 23 again. That's a 29. He's nailed in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 this time. What do they have in rushing yards? Now they're at 79. Not terrible. All right, 3rd and 9. Let's go short pass heavy. And it's going to be a medium pass, which I do have. We are here, yeah. All right, 35. 54. 54 is not a great defense. It's an AG. That's going to make life a little easier for Tarkington. 35, that is Bill Brown. He's an A, so we're going to stay at AG. Oh, a 61. That's a 17, and that's going to be incomplete. Tarkington can't take advantage of the good defense, or the bad defense. And they're going to bring out their kicker for a 47-yard field goal. Fred Cox, 47-yarder. 46 is a 9. And it is no good. And after all that, they come away with no points. So Fred Cox is going to miss. And the Colts are going to take over 1st and 10 now on their own 37-yard line. They had a chance there. Couldn't do it. So Johnny Unitas is going to go deep on the first play. And this is going to be 49-15. There we go. A 33 on the defense. That'll be an AD. And 53 is going to be Tom Maddie, our running back. He's a C, so it's going to be a BD, and it's going to be tough to complete. Unitas to Tom Maddie. 36. And okay, we have an incomplete pass. I thought we were heading toward an interception, but we have an incomplete pass there on the long bomb. And it's going to make it 2nd and 10 now, and they're in 37. And we will go with an inside run. All right, 23. That'll be a BD. 35 is Lenny Moore. So Lenny Moore against a BD. Oh, a 34. That's a 35. And he is going to get nothing. He's stuffed at the line of scrimmage, but we have a flag down. We have a TE. Let's check it. A 55. That's going to go against the defense. That is twisting the face mask. 15 yards from the gain and an automatic first down. So no gain on the play. But we will give him the run. So he gets 1. And that was, I forget who ran the ball. Who ran the ball? 23. Oh, was that Lenny Moore? No, 35. Yeah, that was Lenny Moore. So Moore gets nothing. 15 seconds because of the penalty. And it's going to be 15 yards on the Vikings for a face mask. Flagrant. No time. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the Vikings 48 for the Colts. And they are going to go with another inside run. 32. 35. 35 is going to be Lenny Moore again. 32 is a CD. So Lenny Moore takes the inside run. 56, he's actually an outside run guy, but it's a 25, and a 25 is no gain on just about every board that exists. Lenny Moore gets nothing. That's going to make it 2nd and 10 now on the 48. And let's go, Standard. Another inside run. So the Colts making up for the lack of running plays here. 12, that's a BD. 62 is going to be Tony Lorick against a BD. And here's Lorick. A 32. I'm telling you guys, those small straights, man. 26. It's going to be a gain of 1. And that was Lorick for 1. In the second game I watched, the one that took place in week 9, Tony Lorick was like the main ball carrier. I think Jerry Hill was hurt in that game. All right, so 3rd and 9. We'll go short pass heavy. We will get a short pass. All right, 64 and 52. 64 is Willie Richardson. I think he caught a touchdown in the game I watched. Willie Richardson, again, C1. EB2, but he is a C. And then 64 is a BS, we'll make it a CS. And we're going to go Unitas to Richardson on 39. Oh, 43. That's a 29, and he's sacked again. And he'll lose 5 this time. 24, that's going to be Paul Dixon getting the sack for the defense. Paul Dixon getting it. Oops. 30. And it's going to be 4th and 14 back on the 48-yard line. They're going to bring out Tom Gilborg to punt. 12 for Gilborg. That's a 14. And that is a 31-yard punt taken by D11. Ooh, not a good punt at all. 31. Taken by D11. That's going to be Mason, Tommy Mason. Oh, my. It's a 9, and he is going to get 17 yards. Wow. An 11 was 17 yards for that guy. What was it for the main guy? Who was the main guy? Oh, it is. Oh, Mason is the main guy, so it's TB. Oh, it's Rensel. My bad. 11 for Rensel's even worse. He gets 4 yards. So Rensel takes the short punt, rolls an 11, and gets 4 yards. But that's okay. 1st and 10 on the 25 now for the Vikings. A minute 15 to go in this quarter. And Vikings, they're going to start off with a leaner. Now they're going to start off with an outside run. $52, and that'll be Phil King. 32, that's a CD. So Phil King, 23. 23 is a 28, and Phil King's going backwards. He's going to lose 5 yards and get pushed out of bounds. Fighting for yards, running backwards, it's not working out for him. 2nd and 5. Wait, 2nd and 5. I did that wrong. That should be 2nd and 15. All right, 2nd and 15 back on the 20. We'll go medium pass heavy here. And we'll get a medium pass. All right, 44 and 43. 43 on your defense is a BG. 44 for your receiver. That's going to be Tommy Mason. He's a B, so we'll stay at BG. Tarkington looking for Mason. A 53. That's a 17, and that is incomplete. Tarkington does not have a great card in terms of throwing the ball here. I know I said that last time. But it's true. 3rd and 15. Medium pass heavy again. And we're going to get a medium pass again. And 55 this time. Ooh, 66. Defense is a CD. 55 is Billy Ray Barnes, so we'll stay at CD. And the dreaded CD medium pass. So we haven't really seen much in this game. And we'll go there. All right, here we go. Oh, a 22 for Tarkington. That's a 5. And that's going to be good enough for 19, and that's going to be a 1st down. How many long 3rd down passes have we seen lately? Holy cow, that are complete for 1st downs. Billy Ray Barnes. That was 19. Boom. That's going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 39-yard line. All right. Let's see. Standard. 13. That'll be a short pass. This will be the last play of the quarter. 21 on your defense is a BS. 52, that'll be Tommy Mason again. So we'll stay at BS. 21, yeah, BS. All right, here we go. 12. 12 for Tarkington is a 26, and he's going to take off and run. And that right there is what he does well, taking off and running. So Tarkington against a BS. Oh, look at that number. Oh, we are in the K column for Fran Tarkington. Oh, we're in a quarterback K column. Oh, no, 33. That's a 2. He goes 48 yards on the scramble, and oh, my goodness. Fran Tarkington. All over the place. Forced run. And that's going to make it Well, I don't know what's going to make it, but it's going to be the end of the third quarter. 28-21 Baltimore. But with that run, Minnesota gets all the way down to the 13, and they got 1st and 10 now inside Baltimore territory. What a great run by Tarkington. And it is going to be a 6. That'll be an inside run. 43. 43 is Mason. 24 is a BS. Now we're in the fourth quarter. So Mason, a 26. That's a 24. And he'll get 1. So Mason's going to get 1. And it's going to be 2nd and 9 now at the 12. Short pass heavy here. And we're going to get a short pass. Actually, I should have done this. How shouldn't I have? So we'll get a short pass. All right. 56, 52. 52 is CG. 56 is Billy Ray Barnes. So Billy Ray Barnes against the CG. Oops. Fourth quarter. All right, here we go. 62 for Tarkington. That's a 21. That'll be incomplete. Tarkington to Billy Ray Barnes. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. Oh, no. Can't blow this chance at a touchdown here, but take the points if they come. That's going to be a leaner. And that is going to be a 6. And that's going to be a short pass, which is all I have, actually. All right, so 23. 23 is Gordy Smith. He's a B. 22 is a BD. So Tarkington going to look for Gordy Smith on 3rd and 9. Oh, 62. That's a 21. And he has been flirting with that interception the entire game. But this one's going to fall just short and hit the ground and will be incomplete and 4th down. And they're going to have to bring out the field goal unit. We're going to bring out Fred Cox to try to get him to within 4. 23. 23 for Cox is a 26. And a 26 is, would you believe it, no good. Oh, man. The small straights. No good. And that Vikings, all that again for nothing. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 20 for the Colts. They'll take over right there. I'm going to call this a video for now. I'm starving. And I'm doing about 19 things at once here. So I'm going to finish this game tomorrow and get into the next one. Possibly tomorrow also, or maybe Sunday, but we'll keep going here. And I will talk to you all. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. All right, what is up? Happy Saturday. Oh, man, I had plans today of playing the fourth quarter of this game and then jumping right into another one. And unfortunately, my printer is out of ink. So when I went to print the sheets, it wasn't working. So I'm going to play the fourth quarter today. And then tomorrow, I'll go out and get some ink in the morning, and we will go ahead and play the next game, which is going to be another 1965 game. It's going to be Pittsburgh versus San Francisco. No, Pittsburgh versus Green Bay. Pittsburgh versus Green Bay. Yeah, that'll be the next one. And I think I'm probably going to try to finish out this week 1 for 65. I'm really enjoying this set. The number of names, the number of named players in this thing is unbelievable. I love it. I love how many players I get, Namath, Unitas, Tarkington, Jim Brown, Lance Allworth, John Hadle, all these players. John Brody, I think, plays for the 49ers. Gale Sayers is in this league in this season. So many good names. So I'm really enjoying it. So I'm probably going to go ahead and play the rest of week 1 before I get to 1972 next. We're working our way all the way back up to where's my golf? All the way up back to 1989 to get to the week 4 of 1989. So we're going to work our way all the way back to 89. We're going to work through a bunch of these older seasons between now and then. So fourth quarter of this game, Baltimore leading 28-21. Poor Minnesota. They've had opportunities and just failed. Missed a couple of field goals, missed a couple of 4th down tries. Just a lot of things not going their way. Much like real life. I mean, they lost like 34-14, I think, in real life in this game. So a little bit closer, but lots of yards, lots of passing, which is surprising. The Colts are 39 passes versus 20 runs so far. In real life, they're a 55-45 run team. So a lot of passing out of the Colts you don't expect. And I'm here for it. I love it. I love every second of it. So let's go ahead and finish this fourth quarter. Colts take over first and 10, 13:45 to go. And they're going to go standard. And they're going to start with a run. So all that talk about pass, and they're going to start with a run. But that's okay. They want to kind of use as much clock as they can here to get through this thing. All right, so we're going to go inside run. And 65 is an AS. 15 is going to be Jerry Hill. So Jerry Hill against an AS. And we are now in the fourth quarter. All right, Hill, a 32. You know how I feel about those small straights. We're starting right off the bat here. 25, that's no gain. So Jerry Hill goes for nothing. And it's going to be second and 10 for the Colts, and we'll stay standard. And this time they're going to go with another inside run. Okay, 22 this time. That should be an AG. 22 over here, too. That's Jerry Hill again. So we're going to go Jerry Hill against an AG. Another 32. And you know what that is? A 25. And you know what that is? Another no gain. So the Vikings defense, that minus 11 defense right there, coming through on 2 straight run plays. And that was Jerry Hill. No relation. That'll make it third and 10 at the 20. And I'll tell you, in this second half, I don't remember the first half as well, but in this second half, so many third down and longs have been complete passes. We'll go short pass heavy, see if we can get another one. And that'll be a short pass. All right, 62 on defense is an AS. 25 is John Mackey. He's an A, so we'll stay at AS. They have so many good players, this Colts team. AS. Go Unitas to Mackey. 42. 42 is a 9. And that's complete, but it's only going to be 9 yards. And he's going to come up 1 yard short. And there's no sense in chancing this one. We'll go ahead and punt it away. 4th and 1. Bring in Tom Gilberg. 35 for Gilberg. That's a 6. And that's a 48-yard punt taken by D10. So it's a good kick. Taken at the 23-yard line by Tommy Mason. A 65 for Mason. That's a 27, and 27 is a fair catch. So Mason puts a hand up in the air, takes it right there. So Minnesota only down a touchdown. 1st and 10 on their own 23. And they'll go standard. And they're going to start with an outside run. Oh, look at that defense. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at that ball carrier. Defense is a BS. 66 is someone by the name of Dave Osborne, and that is Super Dave Osborne. He's a backup running back. And, yeah, he does outside runs. And what was our defense? 45. That's a BS. So Dave Osborne. A 26. That's a 22. And he is going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Vikings on the 23. And they're going to stick with a run. All right, 24 this time. That's Bill Brown. 13 on the defense is another BS. So the Colts are just coming out here in kind of a standard offense, a standard defense. 53 for Brown. That's a 17. That's good for 7 yards. So Bill Brown. Vikings have, 130 yards rushing. Now, a lot of that came from that Tarkington scramble in the last quarter. But it's a pretty balanced offense here. They have the 21 points. It's just their defense has not been able to stop Unitas. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Let's go standard offense here on 3rd and 3. And it's going to be a 13. That'll be a short pass. 15. 15 is Paul Flatley. He's an A. 52. 52 is a CG. We're going to make this a BG. So Tarkington looking for his receiver. 62 is not great. Oh, it's a 21, and that is going to be incomplete on third down. And both teams go run, pass, punt on their first possession of this fourth quarter, or at least since I turned the camera on. And they're going to have to bring out their punter, Bobby Walden. 31 for Walden. That's a 6, and that's another 48 D10. All right, it's going to be taken by Alvin Haymond on the 22-yard line. Oh, it's a big return, 55. That's going to be a 9, and that's a good return. That's 19 yards for Haymond. I think I said yesterday when I was recording that I watched the Week 9 game between these two teams, and this Haymond, he was fun to watch. Colts are going to be 1st and 10 now on their own 41. And they're going to start off with an inside run. So both teams choosing to run the ball a little bit here in this fourth quarter. All right, 45, 14. 14 is going to be Jerry Hill. 45 is a BS. So Hill against a BS. A 25 this time. That's a 17. That's 7 yards for himself. So Jerry Hill gets 7. I'll make it 2nd down and 3 now on the 48. And we're going to stick with that inside run. 31. That'll be a CS. 52 is Tom Maddie against a CS. So Maddie now going to try to get the first down. Oh, look at that. That's a 15. And he'll pick up 12. And Tom Maddie's going to give the Colts first down in Vikings territory. That's going to be 1st and 10 now on the 40. And they're going to go to 11. That's going to be an outside run. Again, they're 55-45, so 1 through 11 are the run plays. 43 is not a great defense. It's an AD, and it's going to be Jerry Hill against an AD. 42. Is that a 17? Yes, it is. So Jerry Hill is going to pick up 11 yards this time. And the Colts moving the ball here without having to throw it. 1st and 10 now on the Vikings 29. And we're going to go to another run play. Wow, it's going to be an outside run. $42. That's a BS. And 16. Back to Jerry Hill. So Hill on the outside run. A 26 this time. That's a 24. And he is going to get nothing. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down. And let's go short pass heavy. And we will get a short pass. Okay. Oh, 66 on the defense. That's a BD. Man, a 66 is a B. That's what happens with that minus 11. If that's, a minus 3, a 4, the minus 3 here for the Colts, it's a CD. But that minus 11 is not good. So it's a BD. It's going to be Jimmy Orr, so it's going to be an AD. So Jimmy Orr from Unitas. Oh, my goodness. That's an 11. And Johnny Unitas, as we know, has a 1 there. And without even looking, and I'm looking, but we know that's a touchdown. Jimmy Orr, 29-yard touchdown catch from Johnny Unitas. That is touchdown number 8 in this game between the two teams. The Colts have 5 of them. And that is going to put them up by 2 touchdowns. Jimmy Orr, 29 yards. And he gets into the end zone. And Unitas goes over 300. 310 for him. 34-21. Bring in Lou Michaels to kick. Oh, my goodness. The doubles are flying, and the good doubles are flying. That'll be good. Probably don't even need to look for that one. And it's going to be 35-21 Colts. 8:15 to go in the fourth quarter with the Vikings now down two scores. And let's kick off. Let's bring out Lou Michaels. Oh, my goodness. The doubles are killing it. That's a 33. That's a 25, and that'll be a touchback. So Lou Michaels kicks it 75 yards out of the back of the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 now on the 20 for the Vikings. Trying to get back into this game. And let's go short pass heavy to start this drive. We are going to get a short pass. All right, 26. 26 is Bill Brown, our running back, our fullback. He's an A. 52 is a CG, and we're going to make it a BG. So Tarkington looking for Bill Brown. Oh, a 44 for Fran. That's a 6, and he'll get 12, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. That'll make it 1st and 10 on the 32. And we're going to go with the outside run this time. All right, 34. And that'll be Tommy Mason. 51 is an AG. So Mason on the outside run. Oh, a 54. That's a 35. That's going to be 4 yards, but we have a TE. We have a penalty. And we've had 12 accepted penalties in this game for 112 yards, which that's a lot. And we still got time left here, so let's check the TE here. 56. That'll be a 10. And that is an illegal motion on the offense. And we'll go ahead and make that 13 accepted penalties. We're going to back up Minnesota 5 yards. Where's that? Alphabet. There it is. All right. That'll make it 1st and 15 now, back on the 27. And let's go short pass heavy. And we will get a short pass. Okay, 51. I know I flipped that. I don't know what it was, but I assume I flipped it that way. 51 and 32. Ooh, 32 is not great. That's a CG. 51 is Tommy Mason. He's a B, so we'll keep it right at CG. We'll go Tarkington to Mason. Oh, 26. That's a 20. That's incomplete. 2nd down and 15 now. Tarkington, you can tell the difference in the game, right? It's 35-21. They both have a lot of yards, whatever, but Tarkington, 10 of 24 for 264, whereas Unitas, 25 of 41, 310. That's the difference in this game right now. That 10 of 24 is not good. All right, let's see. We have to go short pass heavy again. And we're going to get a short pass again. And 34, that'll be Bill Brown. He's an A. 36 is a BS. We'll make it an AS. We'll go Tarkington looking for his fullback. Oh, that was so close. 31, though. That's a 9. That'll be complete for 9 yards. So Tarkington hits Bill Brown for 9. And it's going to be 3rd and 6. Short pass heavy one more time. And we'll get another short pass. 21, that'll be Flatley. He's an A. 56 is an AS. So we'll go Tarkington to Flatley. Oh, a 25. That should be complete. Yes, it is. And that's going to be 16 yards and a 1st down. Tarkington. A couple of nice passes there. Down to 6.5 to go, though. They have to hurry. They get to the Colts 48-yard line. Stay with the short pass heavy. And it's another short pass. 43, 64. 64 is a CS. 43 is Tom Hall. And oh my God, every time we throw to Tom Hall, big things happen. He's a C. I believe he's a running back. No, I think he's an EB2, actually. You have him here? There he is. Oh, he's an EB3. He's looking at your offensive MVP of the game if it wasn't for Unitas. Tom Hall, he's an EB3. He's a C, though. But he's made some big plays here. 64 is a CS, so that's where we'll stay. And we're going to go Tarkington, looking for Tom Hall. Oh, 42. Oh, it's a 17, and that'll be incomplete. Tarkington can't hit him this time. And that'll make it 2nd down and 10 at the 48. Field goals are not an option here. We'll go short pass heavy. And it's another short pass. All right, 52 this time. That'll be Tommy Mason. He's a B. 53 is a BS. That's where we'll stay. So Tarkington to Mason. A 24. That's an 18, and that one's going to be incomplete. So Tarkington's inaccuracy today is really what's hurting the Vikings. 3rd and 10. 4 down territory. Short pass heavy. And we get another short pass. That's number 7 in a row. And 46. Tommy Mason again. 32 is going to be a CG. So going to go Tarkington to Mason. Oh, a 22. Big throw there. That's 11 yards out of bounds and a 1st down. So he hits Mason. Mason gets out, saving a little bit of clock there. Then down to the Colts' 37-yard line. Short pass heavy again. Might as well keep it going. Another short pass. 24. 31 is a CS. 24 is Gordy Smith. He's a B, so we'll stay at CS. And Tarkington looking for his starting tight end. Yeah, starting tight end, Gordy Smith. 34. That's a 35. And we have a 2-yard completion, but we have a penalty. We have a TH. Let's check it. 45. That's a 31, and that is huge. That is unnecessary roughness. 15 yards from the gain. So the 2-yard pass play will count. So Tarkington to Gordy Smith. I really didn't think they had unnecessary roughness back in the 60s. I just thought everything was good. 15 seconds because of the penalty. And it's going to be, 15 yards. It's not even half the distance. It's 15. This is a big play here. Unnecessary roughness. And no time. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now, down to the 20 for the Vikings. And they probably should score quick. They got other timeouts left. But we're going to stick with the short pass. And we're going to stay with that short pass again. I think I'll switch boards this time, though. All right, 51 is an AD. 44 is Tommy Mason. He's a B, so we'll stay at AD. Tarkington to Mason. 46, it's a 20. And that's incomplete. Tarkington misses Mason. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 now. We'll stick with it here. Short pass. We've done 9 in a row. And here is number 10. 62 this time. 46 is an AS. 62 is Red Phillips. He's a C, so we'll make it BS. We'll go Tarkington to Red Phillips against a BS. Oh, 55. That's a 7. That'll be complete. He'll get 11 more, and he'll get pushed out of bounds. And that's going to set up 1st and goal at the 9 for the Vikings. So Tarkington putting together a nice little drive. A lot of out of bounds by the receivers, too. That's pretty smart. And we'll stick with this short pass. Oh, man. All I have is short pass. No need to roll the purple die. And there it is. All right. All I have is short pass. 51 and 26 is a BS. 51 is Mason again. That's another, he's a B, so BS it is. So Tarkington to Mason. Oh my! It's a 66, and that's a 9-yard touchdown pass from Tarkington to Mason. And the Vikings get within a touchdown. And it's 35-27. Let's kick the extra point. 26 for Fred Cox. That's a 40, and a 40 is good. And this game just got tight. 35-28. 4:45 to go. They have all their timeouts, the Vikings do. See if they can hold Baltimore to a punt, get the ball back. So let's kick it off. 31 for Cox. That's a 25, and that's a touchback. And Cox puts it out at the back of the end zone. Whoops. 75 yards. All right, 1st and 10 for the Colts. And we're going to stay with a standard offense. And, oh, no, I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not going deep. That would be stupid. All right, so we're going to inside run. The only time I would ever do that where I say I'm not going deep, but then if I roll again and a 20 comes up again, I feel like I have to. I feel like the dice want me to in that case. But other than that, that would be a dumb play right about now, so I'm not going to do that. So we're going to go inside run. And it's a 22 on defense. That's going to be an AG. That's what you want. 52 is Tom Maddie. Tom Maddie against an AG. Well, you want a CG, but having the G there is nice. So Maddie, a 21. That's a 22, and he is only going to get 3 yards on the run. Set up 2nd and 7, and they're going to call timeout here. Vikings are going to call timeout with the hopes they can get him to go 3 and out. All right, Colts staying with that standard offense. Oh, and they're going to go medium pass this time. All right, 33. Good defense. It's an AD. 42, that's Raymond Berry. He's an A, so we'll stay there. So AD on the defense against the medium pass. So Unitas back in the pocket, looking for Berry. 63 is a 30, and he is nailed. 6-yard loss on the sack. And the Vikings are going to quickly call another timeout. Who got that one? 61. That is Carl. Yeah, you try to figure out how to say this one. Holy cow. Carl Kasulki? Kasulk? Where's he at? There he is. Carl Kasulk. Comes in on the safety blitz. And gets Unitas 6 yards back. Went to Drake. Love the Drake. All right. 3rd and 16. This is a big play. 30 seconds. And then their second timeout goes off the board. 4:15 to go. Colts are going to go 3rd and 13. I'm sorry. Colts are going to go medium pass heavy on this one. And it's an 11. That'll be a medium pass. Big play here for the Vikings defense. 21. 63, that'll be Willie Richardson. He's a C. Boy, they're not playing in the C very often, but Richardson's a C. 21 is AS. We'll make it BS. And we're going to go Unitas to Richardson. A 41. Oh, that's a 22, and that is just incomplete, almost intercepted. But that is going to hit the ground safely. And the Colts are going to have to punt. Big stop by Minnesota. Big stop. So Tom Gilbert comes back out. 52. He boots it away. That'll be a 24. Yikes. Yeah, that's a 30-yard punt. That's a terrible punt. 30 yards. The Vikings are going to start with great field position. It's going to be D11 taking this punt. He catches it on the Colts side of the 40 of the 50 on the 47. D11 is Rensel. Yeah, Lance Rensel. Oh, a 22. Oh, that's only a 22. Wow. And he is going to get 4 yards on the return. So not a great return considering the the roll. But we'll take 4. It's 4 more that they didn't have before. It's going to be 1st and 10 now. They're on the 43 of the Colts, so they only have to get 43 yards here. 3:45 to go. 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning. We'll go back to the short pass heavy. And it's going to be a short pass. $42, 65. 65 for the Vikings is Dave Osborne. Super Dave. He's a C. 65 is an AS, so make it a BS. All right, we're going to go Tarkington to Osborne. A 36. That's an 18, and that is just incomplete. Tarkington still struggling with his accuracy today. It'll be 2nd and 10 now on the 43. We'll say short pass heavy. Oh, we're going to go medium this time. Break that streak. 56, 45. 45 on your defense is a BS. 56 is Billy Ray Barnes. He's a C, so we're going to make it a CS on the medium pass. Tarkington to Billy Ray Barnes. A 16. That's a 26, and Tarkington's going to do what he does best. He's going to scramble. I believe that was a CS. No, I believe that was a BS. No, CS. I'm sorry. So Tarkington's going to scramble. Oh, no, I never taken that into account. So whenever I do a quarterback scramble, I go back to the original roll. I know I moved it from BS to CS because of the receiver, but in this case, I go back to the original roll. That's how I've always done it. I think. I don't remember. I think that's right. So 45 was a BS. All right, so we're going to roll now for Tarkington on the outside run. 26. Oh, not a good run. 21 will be 2 yards. Couldn't have taken advantage there. He's got a great rushing card. Like a great one. Every other number is a single digit or a K. But this time he just couldn't do it. Only got 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 8 now. 3 minutes to go. We'll go short pass heavy. And it's an 11. And 11 will be a short pass. All right, 36. And that'll be Bill Brown. He's an A. 51 is an AD, and we'll stay at AD. We'll go Tarkington looking for Bill Brown. A 55 for Francis Tarkington. That is a 13-yard completion. That'll get the Vikings down inside the 30 at the 28. That's a first down. All right, 2.5 to go. Short pass heavy. 18 going back to medium. Yeah, going back to medium. And now we are 10 to 30. All right, 41. Oh, 11 on the defense. That's a BD. It's not even a CD. It's a BD. 41 for your receiver is Tom Hall. Uh-oh. He's a C. Make it a CD. All right. Tarkington to Tom Hall. He doesn't care about the CD. Tom Hall doesn't. A 46. Oh, no. And it's picked off, tipped up in the air off of Tom Hall's hands. And it's picked off. And holy cow. So many magic things happened to Tom Hall in this game. And that one hurt. W63. 45. And that is a 7-yard complete interception. And it's going to be taken by, for the Colts, Billy Ray Smith. I believe he's a starting left end, defensive end. That ball's tipped up in the air. Comes right down to him. So Tarkington, 7 yards, intercepted, thrown it to Tom Hall. The magic is gone. It's going to be picked off by Billy Ray Smith, who I believe is a 5. Oh, no, he's a 3. I thought he was a 5. Okay, so he's a 3. Billy Ray Smith. Let's check out his card. There he is. Oh, he's a good player, though. He's a 3, but he's a WRFRK. He's a W2, a QS5. A lot of stuff going on here for this guy. Let's check the return. A 15. That's a 20. And he'll get 8 yards on the interception return. And the Colts are going to take over. Minnesota 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning, and that's it. So that was, what did I say? How many yards? I don't even remember. 8 yards. 8 yards. And that's a big, big play right there. I know Tarkington was kind of flirting with that interception. He had a lot of 20s, 21s, 22s that were coming up incomplete. So, all right, Colts, 1st and 10 now on the 29. This will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll go standard. And I'm not going long. If a 20 comes up, I'll go long again. All right, we're going to go inside run. $51. 33 is going to be Jerry Hill. No, it's not. It's going to be Lenny Moore. I said his name in this video. 51 is an AG. So Lenny Moore, who is an outside run guy. So we'll flip it over and go AG here. A 24. That's a 21. And Lenny Moore is going to get 2 yards on the run. And that takes us down to the 2-minute warning. A 15 there. All right. So now it's going to be 2nd and 8 on the 31. We'll go standard again. We're going to short pass. I'm okay with that. I like it. I like the Colts' attitude. Let's just try to win this game. Get a first down. It's over. 35's on both sides. That's going to be Raymond Berry. He's an A. 35 is a BS. We'll make it an AS. And we're going to go Unitas looking for Raymond Berry. A 51. That's a 7. And that's good for 16 yards. And that should end this game. They're going to call their timeout, though. The Vikings will use their timeout. So they'll go boom. 15 seconds. 145. Yeah, they can sit on this. So they didn't. Yeah, they can. They didn't. The timeout didn't matter. So we can sit on this. So Unitas, take a knee. Boom, and it's 30 seconds off the clock. And then Unitas again. Take a knee. And it's 30 seconds off the clock. 45 seconds to go. Unitas again on 3rd down and 12. Take a knee. And then the last play is going to be 4th and 13, but there's only 15 seconds left. 15 seconds on change of possession, so we can take another knee here. And that will end the game. Baltimore holds on and wins 35-28 in a really good ending. I thought Minnesota had a chance there to get in the end zone, and just Tarkington looking for his boy Tommy Hall. Tipped it up in the air and picked off by Billy Ray Smith. So let's check the box score. This ought to be a fun one here. Let's update. And check the box score. Come on. There we go. And close. And okay. And then let's see. Let's actually flip this here. We'll say game reports. Quick box score. So this is a fun one here. Baltimore goes up 14-0, but Minnesota outscores them 21-7 in the second quarter to tie it up. And in the end, they just had too much. Unitas had 4 touchdowns. Well, actually, let's just go down here. Let's skip that too. Tarkington, 5 rushes for 52 yards, led the Vikings, but one of them was a 48-yarder. So his other 4 carries were 4 yards. Nothing exciting there. 17-36. He had 4 touchdowns also. Wow, I didn't know that. So Tarkington, 4 touchdowns on his 17 completions, 335. Overall, not a bad game. Not as bad as I thought. That completion percentage hurt, but not overall not bad. Look at Tommy Hall. 4 catches, 160 and 2 touchdowns. One of them being that 78-yarder right before halftime, I believe, is where it was. And then the rest of it is Flatley, only 2 for 37. That's on 6 targets. So Flatley's the number 1 guy for the Vikings. He just did not come through here in this game. Let's go down. Sacks, 5 sacks, 5 different players for the Vikings. Anything else exciting happen here? Bobby Walden, 4 for 190, 47.5 on the average. That's really good. Going down to the Colts, 26 of 43, 326, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Very, very good game for him. Raymond Berry, 7 for 64 and a touchdown. Jimmy Orr, 7 for 94 and a touchdown. Lenny Moore, 6 for 74 and a touchdown. That's pretty good out of your top 3 receivers. The only thing mixing, John Mackey, he had 2 for 21. But look at that. Orr with 11 targets, Berry with 10, Moore with 9. That's pretty good. Let's see. 2 sacks. Nothing exciting. Heyman, I like Heyman. 22.5 on the kickoff returns. 6.3 on the punt returns. Gilbert, Baltimore punted 7 times. 7 for 274. 39.1. Not great. Pretty average, actually. That'll be it. Let's check the overall standings for the season now. See how many games I have left in this week. So I guess I can't tell here. So we've got basically 2 games played so far in this NFL. I'm done with the AFL week 1, but in the NFL I've played 2. Browns are 1-0, Washington 0-1 in the East. Colts are 1-0, Vikings are 0-1 in the West. I'm going to play Pittsburgh versus Green Bay next. Starting tomorrow. Let's take a look at some stats real quick. We don't have a whole lot in here, but let's take a look. Leading the way, Paul Lowe, 93 yards. Jim Brown, 92. Let's see. Nobody in the game I just played. There's Tarkington with 52. Jerry Hill with 37. So nobody in the game I just played there, but let's look at some of the other stats because I know there's going to be stuff here. Tarkington and Unitas. Yeah, they're 2 top now in terms of passing yards. I always like to look at the percentage now. We have 1 guy over 47%. That's Unitas. The rest of them not so great. I didn't realize Frank Ryan was 9 of 26. Oh yeah, he had 5 picks. That's right. Look at this. This is, 7 for Mickey Slaughter, 5 for Frank Ryan, 4 for George Blanda, 3. Yeah, wow, so many interceptions. Let's look at receiving. Leading the way, Lionel Taylor, who I believe led the NFL that year in receiving yards, maybe. He had 8. Yeah, there you go. 7 for Colt Orr and Barry, and 6 for Lenny Moore. Those guys got up there. Bill Brown with 4. Not bad. What about yards? Is it Tom Hall? Yeah, it is. Tom Hall, 160. 2 touchdowns. Love it. Let's look at... I don't know. I think that's pretty much it for this game that really mattered too much. Fumbles, kickoff returns, punt returns, sacks. I don't think anything exciting happened here. No, none of these guys did quarterback sacks at all. Interceptions, fumbles. Yeah, nothing really exciting the rest of the way here. All right, that's going to be it for today. Again, short video. I know I wish my printer had ink. I would start playing the other game now, but I have to wait till tomorrow. So look for me tomorrow. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will talk to you tomorrow.